Here we go, you little fucking freaks. Here we go, you fear a little.
We fair children, lost and wild. Dad punishes us, each and every child. But we are feral children, we thrive on chaos. Dad may try to punish us, he will never tame us. Hell in the cell, hell in the cell. It's Dad's test of outright. All kids will go in to fight. There is only one survivor. Bring a shiver, a screwdriver. Punishment is kinetic dance. Leotards moving in a trance. It's the feral children's penance, watching camel toes prance. My Auntie Deb is a whore.
You're a whore.
We are feral children, lost and wild. Dad punishes us, each and every child. But we are feral children, we thrive on chaos. Dad may try to punish us, he will never tame us. My Auntie Deb is a fucking whore. Hell in the cell, hell in the cell. Test of out might.
That's you right there.
We'll go in to fight. There is only one survivor. Bring a shiver, a screwdriver. Punishment is kinetic dance. Leotards moving in a trance. It's the feral children's penance, watching camel toes prance. Mommy fucking Deb is a goddamn whore. We are feral children, we thrive on.
Name any other channel's intro song that calls someone out for being a fucking whore.
PewDiePie.
Now try to name one in the true crime community. You can't fucking find one. They're all scared to say it. You big fucking whore.
Chaos.
God, was that was that your nose, dude? Oh, that sounded like a loud fart. We're starting over.
Each and every
No, I just started my car.
We are feral children, we thrive on chaos. Dad may try to punish us, he will never tame us. My Auntie Deb is a fucking whore. Hell in the cell, hell in the cell. Test of out might. All kids will go in to fight. There is only one survivor. Bring a shiver, a screwdriver. Punishment is kinetic dance. Leotards moving in a trance. It's the feral children's penance, watching camel toes prance. Mommy fucking Deb is a goddamn whore. We are feral children, we thrive on chaos. Dad may try to punish us, he will never tame us.
Okay, hon.
I mean, now it's gonna play the Moose Flute song since we're here.
I mean, I'm here.
Yeah, but just anyway.
It brings double the horn.
Oh, when the moose flute calls, put down the alcohol and stop your whoring for 1 minute. Listen to the flute, God damn it. The moose flute. David Lindsay is a witchcraftsman.
Where's David
Magic
Lindsay?
up to made by his hand. Striped.
What?
Who's David Lindsay?
The guy who made the Moose Flute song, you dumb bitch.
I thought his name was Kenneth.
No, he just has that name.
What do you mean has
That's
that?
probably like his, I don't know. It's probably like his, oh, no, wait. No, his name is Kenneth. The flute is made by David Lindsay. That's who crafted it.
Oh.
Made out of real moose antler.
Oh. Okay.
Have you not actually heard the song?
Oh, no, I've seen it. I just don't pay attention.
Oh, yeah. No. His name is Kenneth. The flute was crafted from the antler of a whore moose.
Who's?
And yeah, and it's got finger holes that are very big, according to him. Hello, everybody. And when we summon you with the
C.
moose
Smith.
flute, yeah, C. Smith is up in this bitch.
C. Smith's a baller ass bitch.
Yeah, baller ass bitch. But when we summon you with the horror flute and you come, the kids get very happy.
Oh,
And then
Shaw's is doing their overnight inventory.
who?
Shaw's.
What's Shaw's?
Hold on. How do I turn my camera around? Can I?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I can. Ready?
What's a Shaw? You Canton? What the fuck is Shaw's? What is this?
Grocery store. They're doing their overnight inventory. Okay. Okay.
What is this? What is this shit?
Hmm?
Pumpkins? Pumpkins? Hey, everybody. A YouTube user, thank you for gifting a membership. Somebody tell me what a Shaw's is. What is this?
It's a fucking grocery store, dog.
This is groceries?
In a
What do you
store
need so many baskets for?
for all the whores.
Oh, there's so many whores in that town. God, that's a lot of that's so many baskets. I don't know about this place. It's too many baskets.
That's all.
Are they overthinking their inventory? Why do they have so many baskets?
Because people steal them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as they should. Those are
Yeah.
nice ones. Is that like a rich people grocery store or a poor people one?
It's an okay people one.
Is that the Walls of Jericho? That's Jericho. Oh, that's an old ref. How old is this?
What?
How are you in front of the Golden Girl? I want to be
In
well
Miami?
now. I want to be in Miami. I need to get green screen technology. I haven't done it. I need to. Oh shit! Is that Colin? Is that baby Colin?
No, that's a meme that says when your friend keeps going back to their ex, and it's a picture of a guy, and it's like, oh, you like that fucking asshole, don't you?
Oh my god! Vicky liked it. Vicky liked the meme. Vicky
Good,
liked
Vic.
it.
Good.
So we decided tonight we're gonna do the episode was gonna be. Oh, hello, Amy Boyd from San Antonio. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are you doing, honey? Risque. Yeah, it was risque. So we have Horror Aunt Deb here, and we've also got and risque. And if Uncle Francis comes in, that would be lovely. Just to get some hoes in this house. But we decided tonight we're gonna do. It was supposed to be called Hurricane Milton versus Hurricane Rita. We're going to compare what was better, hurricane coverage or Canton Select Board, police, auditor, commission, delegate, fucking all the words.
Dude,
Fighting.
it's good. It's good. It's fucking good. I feel like you should just start. Just start.
Yeah. So, well, here's the thing. You did this week's, but this week there was a lot of
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, so this week there was a lot of references to 2 weeks ago, which is apparently like remember when Game of Thrones ended on that one season? It was incredible and everyone talked about it, and then the last season came and it wasn't that good. Well, like, you know, it wrapped around and it was like, oh, but everybody wanted to be like, oh. So like, I guess this one 2 weeks ago was the big daddy, like the best fucking ending. Apparently it was wackadoo as fuck, right?
Just play it.
Okay. All right. Well,
just fucking play it, dude.
I'm trying to set it up as a metaphor for Game of Thrones, but your aunt's a whore. Okay, let's just.
You can if you think about it.
Yeah, if you think about it, but we don't want to think.
Yeah,
I
don't want to say
watch.
It's a little fucked up.
This one guy looks like a gay art dealer, but whatever. I mean, he really looks too like. He looks too knowledgeable, too educated to be there. He doesn't fight enough. It seems.
Ooh, which one?
The one with the nice suit. Like, what's he doing there? I feel like he doesn't belong there. Like, you don't go to this school.
First on the agenda is
this dude.
Of 612.
Can you put the volume up at all?
Yeah, I'll put it up.
All right.
I just want to know why this guy's dressed so nice and why everybody else looks like they're going to a fucking
Evite.
Parks and Rec meeting. What's his deal?
Well, I nicknamed him Mr. Evite.
Oh, because he always wants to Evite everyone, everything?
Well, because, like, he's over there like, did you get my Evite? And then Bob in the middle is like, how come no one sends a card anymore?
Yeah, I feel like Bob is a Rolodex man, and this guy is, I'm not going to say BlackBerry, but I guess an iPhone.
Why can't you?
Okay, he's a BlackBerry boy. And this guy's picking fucking food off his shirt. This is going to be fun. Yeah, Mr. Evite McSuit. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, me and Steve Smith have the same opinion on the people tonight.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, we're usually on the same page.
I definitely feel like she's a bit Catholic. And this dude, what's his deal? He's just the friend? No, this one's the friend.
Okay, all right, go ahead. All right, yeah,
He's
all
the
right.
silent one. Okay,
No,
let's
no,
just.
the one in the black is Shaggy, the shaggy-haired one from tonight.
So this
The
is Shaggy 2 Dope, and this one is
The
Violent
one
J.
in between Shaggy and Bob is the one that was doodling dicks on his notepad. The one all the way to the left is the one that has cancer, the one that everyone thought was a boy, and the one in the middle is Mr. Evite.
This one has like a villain mustache. I'm into it. All right.
Be looking for a motion.
This is as loud as it gets.
Motion to approve. Second.
All right, I'm gonna turn us down,
Discussion?
or at least
All
me.
those in favor?
All right, turn us down.
5-0. Okay. Second, questions on the RFP and how to respond to them.
See Rita?
Allison's gonna put
No.
up in the boards.
Oh
Wait.
God.
The RFP is
Wait. Did you hear that? The
What?
camera guy is like moaning and coughing.
Yeah, he's horny and he has cancer.
The camera guy?
I don't know. I just you said
Hold
moaning.
on. I'm going back and I'm muting us both. Listen to this.
basically put together town council, Mr. Scollins, Chief Rafferty, and Louis Jutras. David, back on was it the 16th, said who'll be contacting the police department to get answers to these questions from the vendors and the other vendors. No one on this committee is privy to this information, which is correct. I couldn't answer half of the questions. So town council basically went over this and put it together.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
He's like,
vaguely.
in the background. It's fucking weird. All right. Well, that just adds to the aesthetic, I guess.
First questions that came in, the CARE group really don't do police audits. They CARE listed as a digital forensic service that works on litigation support for clients with actual potential trial cases pending. So it wouldn't be too far of a stretch to say that they might have something to do with the Reed trial.
By the way, yesterday I made a promise, by the way, to everybody on my channel. I said, I promise you, I will never, ever in my life, as long as we are a channel, ever subject you to a boring as fuck meeting in Canton or 2-hour audit thing. That will never happen. And yet here we fucking are.
Because it's not boring.
You whore.
The other one that's very similar that came in late Friday, Eden Bailey in California, with the Reed California lawyer, they had over 17 questions that were along a similar nature.
Did he just say with the Reed California lawyer? Did you hear that? Are you frozen? He's frozen. Your aunt is frozen. Listen, he just said the Reed. Yeah, I did. I fucking lied because I watched your Aunt Deb's coverage and it was pretty incredible. It was thrilling, to be honest. I really like Bob. Or Kinetic Dancing. No, I never promised you that. We'll always watch that. Auntie Deb, your frozen whore. Listen, did he just said Reed's California lawyer?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
A lot of things that
I like how they say the state he's from. They didn't have to do that, or they could have just said his name, but they said the California lawyer.
Yeah, the outsider.
really don't have to do with the
So
other.
funny.
We'll answer, but it was necessary at that point to go to town council to make sure that we protected the town properly, which I believe that we've done. So
We got to protect him from this California lawyer.
questions or comments on the answers as presented?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Always.
So in regards to the first one that's up on the board, the answers that we're giving to these vendors, you know, they're just very vague. Communications will be made as promptly as reasonably possible. As you know, there's a public records law request in the Commonwealth, and you know, 10 days should be the maximum. But if
It's
we're
30
having
days, but
auditors
okay.
travel from across the country to be in person to conduct an audit, they should be given access to that information that day. We shouldn't be requiring them to make multiple trips back and forth. That's only going to inflate the cost of this project.
Well, that's not
because
saying that they're not. It's just saying as promptly as reasonably possible. And basically, that's from a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. You're not a lawyer. So they're answering it as lawyers. So to change what is written there, it's going to be very difficult for me to accept.
So this guy doesn't want to
Bitch,
cross
this is
out.
nothing. This is nothing. This is
This
nothing.
guy doesn't want to cross out something and change it because it would be hard to write, or what?
Because I know they're trying to protect the interests of the town of Canton, and I will
Everyone's
support
gone
them
because
100%.
it's 3 in the
So
morning.
making any changes, it's going to be very difficult for me to accept.
4 over here.
Well, Mr. Chair,
He just took a
the
big fucking breath. Like,
FBI has
fucking
just
Bob.
arrested and accused an officer of statutory rape, murder, and a host of other things. So,
Who's this fucking plant? Who is this guy coming in here talking truth? Who the fuck is this fucking industry plant that they put in my Canton meeting? My pet goldfish. Do you see this Bobby Altoff motherfucker coming in here trying to embarrass our Kanye? I'm fucking mad.
this is something that
I'm
wasn't even,
so
like, on the
mad.
table back then.
This motherfucker coming in here like, why were you dancing on the couch, Tom Cruise? Get the fuck out of here, because we dance on couches. We're fucking Scientologists. What are you talking about?
Right. Who's this fucking party pooper?
Who's this? He's Bobby Altoff. He's coming in here and he's like, why do you have freak offs? And fucking Bob's like, I don't have to explain my freak offs to you, bitch. Like, this is wild. I can't believe someone's standing up to Bob.
You said who's this industry
This is a
plant?
whole new angle
Yeah, he's a fucking industry plant. Who's Hollywood in my Canton?
that's been brought to light in this town.
Don't you California my fucking Massachusetts?
So, I think it's time to stop covering for these rapists and, excuse me, sir.
He needs more chutzpah if you're gonna say, I think it's time we stop
Right, say it with
covering
your chest.
these-" like, you should be like, I think it's time we stop covering for these rapists, like Vince McMahon. You gotta fucking say it like you mean it. This guy's like, I have a suggestion. Maybe we should say something to the rapists. It's like, come on, fucking Millhouse, speak up.
Canton police officers conducted the investigation into this and determined it was a suicide.
Canton police officer.
Oh, they're acting like they're like, what rape? What? Wait, what? Like, they're acting like they've never heard of this. I have to go back.
I think it's time.
You're like, what are you fucking talking about?
Dude.
They're pretending like they just don't know.
Dude, I can't wait to watch you watch this.
Well, Mr. Chair, the
Mm.
FBI has just arrested and accused an officer of statutory rape, murder, and a host of other things. So,
This is the point where he should go like, what? Wait, here? Like, just act like you don't fucking know, Bob.
so this is something that wasn't even like on the table back then. This is a whole new angle that's been brought to light in this town. So
No, people have been
think it's
talking
time
about
to
it.
Stop covering
Was this a
for these rapists and,
Officer?
excuse me, sir.
Was this a Canton police officer?
He
Canton
is.
Police officers conducted the investigation.
He's acting like he doesn't fucking
into
know.
this and
Or
Dude,
is
you
he
gotta-
gonna pull the? Is he gonna pull the? Nah, he was from Staunton. It's not a problem. Is that what he's gonna say?
determined it was a suicide
Canton police officer,
for Sandra Birchmore.
yes. And the Canton police officers would have secured the scene and brought in the state police who do the homicide. They were not the ones.
You know, I also
did it.
believe it was the medical examiner, not any investigator, that determined it was a suicide.
Oh shit! Look at these fucking web sleuths.
And again, this is investigation. We're looking at doing an audit and only an audit. So making any changes to go after what you always wanted to do as an investigation, I'm not going to support.
You always want to find out who raped and murdered this woman. I told you,
Stop!
and I've told you a million times. We don't care.
Well, when it comes down to the price,
Fuck, dude.
this is going to overinflate the price. And I know you're going to end up complaining about the price as we get further into the discussion because
Look, do you want to get justice for the citizens of this place who get raped and murdered by cops, or do you kids want to go to Disney World? You have to pick where the money goes, because there's going to be a lot of murders in this town, and we're never going to be able to go to Disney World if we keep investigating them. That's what he sounds like.
some vendors did come in and say that the $200,000.
This murder
may not be
investigation is
reasonable.
not
So if
on
we're
the
just putting
agenda.
out ambiguous answers,
True.
then
According to
it's
Bob.
going to have, we're going to receive bids that are going to exceed the $200,000. You know, these people are looking for preciseness. We don't want to have something that's
Bob's like, bids? You mean like an auction, a gambling?
So
Wait a
when they
minute.
looked tonight, right? Do you remember when they were going through the prices?
Mm-hmm.
There's only one that exceeded 2,000. It was 1.5 million. But all right, that's all.
That is so. By the way,
Wait. You gotta wait. It gets.
so if they, I'm not
Quick.
even kidding. If they get the Texas auditor, the guy who audited all the chiefs in Texas, I followed that shit. That guy's an ex-Texas Ranger. He's fucking terrible because he said everything was fine, except Houston, who had 250,000 unsolved cases, including murders, rapes, and kidnappings of kids. And he said, they could step it up a little bit. Like and he's the most expensive, and he's the one they like the most. That's fucking spooky, dude. Canton's wild as fuck, dude.
It's just overly broad.
David,
What'd you call me?
Believe me, I see what you're saying, but
Did you
being
call me an
statute
overtly
is
broad?
dead vague about the questions that they may have. How would you answer that question? I mean, I have no idea what kind of a question that they possibly could be raising. I mean, how would you answer it not knowing what the question is?
Well, the question,
Well, sir, I can crime scenes speak to me.
you know, it's obviously stated, but what's the timeline to get the communications? So I believe later
Exactly,
in the
C.
document
Smith.
that's provided up here, everything's digital. So there shouldn't be a delay for providing digital documents. Digital documents should be in a snap of a finger.
No,
Anyone could access them through any kind of search
I
query
would agree
in a
if we
database.
were talking exclusive.
Okay, this is the one thing. This guy actually sounds, in all seriousness, he sounds very reasonable.
He is reasonable.
I'm fucking around. I like everything about him. I agree with him completely.
reasonable,
However,
he's
no digital documents are not that fast, snap of a finger. He is completely ignoring that FOIAs, whenever people do them, and this is spoken from experience, even with Massachusetts, because of the Henry case. I've been through this with not just fucking librarians, but fucking court clerks. Even if it's digital, you have to delete a lot of stuff and you have to redact things. But I'm not just talking about like audio. Like if you're requesting body cam from something, if there's a child in the background of any body cam, you legally have to blur their faces. And that's like on a federal level and a state level. And there's a lot of other things that you have to like edit out specifically. So when people make these requests, no matter what it's for, they have to hire a court runner, have that person sit there and do it. And then it has to be sent, it has to be certified, because usually when you're doing these requests, you get a certified copy, which is notarized. But when it's digital, they can't do that. So they have to do it through an e-filing. So that actually takes 3 to 7 days. So this guy, I don't think has ever filed a FOIA. He also sounds like he was like, did you know they could do this? But I respect what he's saying, because it really shouldn't take that long. It should take a week tops. So I don't blame him for that. But like, I don't think it's going to happen in a day. But these guys are acting like it's fucking moving your whole family across the country. It's not that fucking hard.
okay.
I wish there was a happy medium with these
Exclusively about
motherfuckers.
digital and electronic communications, but I have no idea what kind of questions they may be asking. I don't want to see anything delayed either, because I'm concerned about the price as well. But I just don't know how else you could
No, he's not.
answer that question when you don't know what the questions might be, whether it's researching of records, availability of personnel, digital records.
Yeah, he's right about
Well,
that.
this specific question relates to communications between the police department and the select board.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Just wait.
we've learned that
So
our
what
IT director
questions
can
are
go
we,
through
what
and query
communication
the
do they want?
database in a very easy way, using certain phrases. So
Rabbit.
if we have the personnel on site, that should be.
Everybody pause. Rabbit's back.
Rabbit.
Rabbit heard the horror flute. Rabbit. Rabbit, my little Wrenchums. Everybody, welcome back, Rabbit.
Wrenchums.
Yeah, Rabbit has the Wrenchums. Rabbit stole the car for a few weeks and took off and went to the Grand Canyon, stood on the edge and said, nope, not today. And then
Said,
came
fuck
back.
you, you whores.
I love you, Rabbit.
when the audit's happening. If
By the way,
an
we're
audit,
with your horror aunt watching a boring meeting, watching this young smart dude
boring.
watching this young smart ass try to convince these old motherfuckers.
This little whippersnapper's trying to throw one over on your old fucking Papa Buck and Bob.
He's trying to get them to switch from Ethernet to Wi-Fi, and they don't want to do it.
You're gonna lose it. You're gonna
That's
lose
when
it in
the
about
IRS
3 minutes.
Dude, I can't wait.
comes in, they don't allow you 10, 20, 30 days. This is just a way to potentially obstruct by saying, oh, we don't have that information. And another vendor raises questions about obstructing throughout the process that's on the agenda item.
Yes,
Scrim
you did,
group,
man.
And what methods are going to be in place to prevent obstruction?
I think every single one of us in this room is concerned about the price as we're all taxpayers.
No, you're not.
Of the town.
Every single one of you in that room is concerned about what you said to the police and what the police said to you because you know it was probably bad.
Canton. I personally don't want to see anything delayed, and I know you don't. I think Dr. Muse and Bob, Kathleen doesn't. We all want to see things done expeditiously, and I don't think that is a response that is trying to stalemate that. I think it's just lawyer speak, as Bob says.
Whoa! This is just fucking lawyer speak from those Hollywood types over there in California. They're trying to sneak over here and give us fucking solar energy. You hear this? They're trying to get rid of the cows because they're farting too much. They don't want the fucking cows to fart.
They think milk comes from nuts.
They think that milk comes out of fucking soy. I've never seen a fucking soy in my life, and if I saw one, I'd shoot it in the fucking face.
You can't milk a fucking cashew. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't fucking. If you could milk a duck, don't you think I'd fucking milk it, bitch?
That we'll see at a later question is all the information is digital. Why would we have a delay on digital?
Because they have to go through the information
True.
and separate what is part of the audit and what may not be part of the audit. When you say town provide communication between police department and the select board, well, there might be communications that are,
I never milked a bean in my fucking life, Rabbit.
About the audit itself, and they'll probably want to separate it out. So it does have to be reviewed, or it has some information that would be private. But at the end of the day, you would be having to ask what exactly the communications they want. And
Is this just a meeting to figure out how to get Karen's nudes? Is that what you wrote me into? Are we going to get to a point in this where he's like, we're never going to find these fucking nudes? We're just going to call it a fucking day? Because I feel like they're still pissed they didn't get nudes. I got to be honest with you.
they're saying they'll get it back as reasonably as possible. I assume that that's what they mean, as soon as possible. And they're not going to. Are you looking for like in 48 hours, 72 hours? But if you're going to ask for that, then you have to specify exactly the information they're looking for.
So we do mention that it's digital information, and digital information should be provided at the time of the request. And if there is multiple queries on
What'd
that
you call
search
me?
term, that
Did you
auditor-
just say queer?
What'd you call me?
What'd you fucking call? It'd be so funny if Bob just punched the glass fucking table. You fucking call me fucking queer? It'd be so fucking great, dude. Also, look, I'm trying to be reasonable and fair here. Trust me, I don't fucking like any of these old shits either. But
I'm telling you,
Homeboy has a point. They do. It is literally it's specified to a T in any public records complaint. You need to tell us exactly what the fuck you want. Let me put it this way: you have to be as thorough as a probable cause warrant.
That's what
If
I'm saying.
it's not on the
Bob knows
list,
what
you
he's
don't
doing.
get it. Yeah.
He's a dude,
But
though. He is getting mad at people.
if somebody comes in and they go, I want all the communication between the Canton and the select board. Well, what if all the Susie Q down here, old Catholic, at the end, couldn't make it to a board meeting because of her cancer? And then let's say that she's discussing her treatment, let's just say with a friend over at the police, right? And she's doing it, and it's for some reason on the record because it's during a meeting, but they're on a pause, all right? They would have to exclude that. Also, let's say that they're discussing a budget that the police said, you know what, never mind, we're not gonna fuck with that. We'll do it later. You know what I mean? And it ends up not going through like I don't remember what they're called. They're not bills, but like an addendum or something. and let's say it's dead in the water, it's got dropped, they're going to add that in. So in addition to it being good for them to know exactly what you want, it's good for you. Otherwise, you're going to get a stack of papers of a lot of worthless information. So I think it's like important that they hire these runners. It's also people's jobs to do that. So like, yeah, I don't know. I'm very torn on this one because I do think FOIAs should be direct because it protects everyone and helps everyone. But also, this guy's acting like it's like, oh, it's all digital. We could just send them all of it. It's like, oh, yeah, but you might have a kid's social security number in there. You can't legally do that, brother.
Looking for, that's up to them to go through and look at it. We've granted unfettered access
Unfettered.
for this information, so it's up to the auditor to segregate and
Bob's like, I've
determine
never
which
been
information
unfettered in my
is relevant
life.
to their review in this case. So I would
They do.
move to update these, provide the digital information upon request.
Oh, good. Your sister.
You're
Wait.
taking the place of a legal.
Hold on, I'm into this, but I also want to ask, you mean your sister left and then the storm went after her? Jen, or do you mean your sister left and luckily the storm changed course? I'm concerned also. Also, where's Darlene and where's her pen? She said that she keep in touch. She told me, guys, as of like 2 hours ago, she was okay and she was in Deb's chat. So we're hoping for the best. Unfettered under the desk. All of this is rhyming so far, except they end up ripping this guy a new bug holio. Jen, you ruined the rhyme. It's fine though. All right, let's keep going.
You're not protecting the town, and you don't even know if that's possible. So it has to be broad because we don't know what they're going to ask.
Would you call me?
Now you're attacking my character.
No, you're not a lawyer, is what I said.
You
Are you
said
a
I don't
lawyer?
have a degree.
You don't have a degree as a lawyer. That's what I said, and that's what I meant. Did you misunderstand me?
Is this, Mr. Chair, this is not like a way to talk to people in a public space, screaming and yelling at people's faces like that.
Oh,
This is highly irregular.
Oh, for somebody like you, that's.
For somebody like me, again, you're attacking.
You heard me. I called you a query. No.
Exactly.
Somebody like you with a fucking bolo tie. What is this guy's deal? First of all, Bob is setting eyes on him right
Dude,
now. You
Bob's
see
like,
him?
Bob's
Look
like,
at
don't
Bob's
you
face.
fucking talk to me with your fucking breath smelling like old dick.
Day old dick. Your breath smells like day old dick, boy.
Oh, your breath smells like dried up dick.
Oh my God, the guy on the far right has her pen. That's why he's sitting with his hands crossed. He's hiding Darlene's pen. Amy in Boston says, hi, kids. Amy, you see your fucking community leaders over here giving us fucking farm fresh entertainment? Eewee, says C. Smith. Detail schmeetails. Hey, don't you call me a she-tail. Oh, shit, Papa. My sister was in the path of the storm. Okay, but now she's okay. I thought you meant she changed course and then the storm did. And I was like, oh, fuck. C. Smith is going, Ellie B says, I hope everyone has been okay with this hurricane. I've been asleep all day and have missed the news. Have you all in my thoughts? Hey, we're fine. We're hoping Darlene's fine. And we're hoping that a couple of others are fine. We had some kids in the chat yesterday. I feel like D was another one. So let's hope so. I know that as of an hour or two ago, Darlene was okay. But yeah, if you're in Florida right now, just type banana in the chat and we'll stop and we'll get an update from you. Because I love Aunt Deb's face every time I pause this.
Oh,
She's
so mad.
Or, that's up
So
to them
mad.
to go through and look at it. We've granted unfettered access for this information, so it's up to the auditor to.
I really think at that moment, did you see that? I'm sorry, I have to psychoanalyze this behavior. Or behavioral analyze this psycho. Watch Bob. Watch him sit back. Watch him make the death glare. The second he says the word unfettered, Bob goes, I don't know what this fucking word means. And he sits up pissed.
At the end of the day, you would be having to ask.
And then he
exactly
says lawyer speak.
communications they want, and they're saying they'll get it back as reasonably as possible. I assume that that's what they mean, as soon as possible. And
What do you mean?
Are you looking for like in 48 hours, 72 hours?
What is that? Dick?
If you're going to ask for that, then
It's
you
dick.
have to specify exactly
Panda dicks.
the information they're looking for.
So we do mention
Yes,
that it's
Auntie's
digital
outside the
information.
meeting.
Digital information should be provided at the time of the request, and if there is multiple queries on that search term that auditor.
Would you
is looking
fucking
for,
call me?
That's up to
There
them
he
to
goes.
go through and look at it. We've
Look at his
granted
face.
unfettered
Deep breath.
accessed
Unfettered. Now he's
for
pissed.
this information. So
Don't
it's up
you
to the
use those
auditor
words
to
at me.
segregate and determine which information may be relevant to their review.
I
in
had
this
my
case.
bird unfettered in
So I would
1986. Fucking Bob.
move to update these, provide the digital
Mhm.
information upon request.
Your aunt loves dicks. She's frozen
You're
with dick
taking
mouth.
the place of illegal. You don't have a degree. You're
You
not
don't?
protecting the town.
Wait.
You don't even know if that's possible.
Going back again.
Segregate.
Going forward. He said you're taking place of illegal. Is that what he said?
You're taking the place of illegal. You don't.
He said you're taking a place of
Taking the
illegal.
taking the stance of like legality.
He's saying of illegal
Yeah, I
instead of
know.
lawyer.
He's old.
To
Leave him alone.
segregate and determine which information may be relevant to their review in this case. So I would
Okay,
move to
Lally.
update these, provide the
Fucking Lally
digital
energy, this
information
guy.
upon request.
No. You're taking the place of illegal. You don't have a degree. You're
You
not
don't?
protecting the town, and you don't even know if that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be broad because we don't know what they're going to ask or when they're going to
So
ask.
It
now
has
you're
to be
attacking my
abroad?
character.
No, you're
That's-
not a
that-
lawyer, is what I said.
You
Are you
said
a
I don't
lawyer?
have a degree.
You
So
don't have a degree as a lawyer. That's what I said, and that's what I meant. Did you misunderstand me?
I've gotten our
Mr.
degree. What's he
Mr.
talking
Chair,
about?
This is not like a way to talk to people in a public space, screaming and
Hilarious.
yelling at people's faces like that. This is highly irregular.
Oh, for somebody like you, that's.
For somebody like me, again, you're attacking my character. This
No,
is
not your character.
this
You're
is
not a
very
lawyer.
disrespectful.
You're not a lawyer, are you?
You can't
you
treat,
have a
you
legal
cannot.
degree?
Get a
treat me like
Do
lawyer.
you
this.
have a legal degree? Point of
Sir,
order.
you cannot treat me like this. I
mean a
don't
law
have
degree?
a legal degree, but I have common sense, and we know that our town attorney and other officials in the room and yourself are here to
Mhm.
obstruct and cover for murders.
Whoa,
this
time out, time out. Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to pause. I need to pause before I come. What did he just say? I'm about to
Bitch,
Randy Marsh.
I'm not even kidding. This is nothing. This is nothing. It
this
gets
is like-
crazier.
This is like when a dad is screaming at his kid, and his kid's like, "I know you're cheating on mom," and then he hides because he's gonna get hit. This is insane.
It's like I know you
So
give the
you
mailman hand
basically-
Here we
jobs.
go.
Public comment.
Do we have a code of conduct in the town of Canton?
I want to see it again. It was
That's what I
beautiful.
said, and that's what I meant. Did you misunderstand me?
Is this, Mr. Chair, this is not like a way
Point
to
of order.
talk to people in a public space, screaming and yelling at people's faces
Mhm.
like that. This is highly irregular.
Oh, for somebody like you, that's.
For somebody like me, again, you're attacking my character. This
No,
is
not your character.
this
You're
is
not a
very
lawyer.
disrespectful.
You're not a lawyer, are you?
When you painted
Do
your
you
nails,
have
I
a
said
legal
cannot
nothing.
treat me like
Do
this,
you
sir.
have a legal degree?
Sir, you cannot treat me like this. I don't have a legal degree, but I have common sense, and we know that our town attorney and other officials in the room and yourself are here to obstruct and cover for murders.
Whoa,
This
time out, time out. Whoa. So you basically.
Here we go.
Public comment.
Do we have a code of conduct in the town of Canton? Because you sure as heck don't understand.
We don't, and
But we do.
and this wouldn't be a way to conduct a
Do we
meeting
have
by
a code
chair.
of conduct that can't?
We actually did have
I
a
think
code
it's a
of
perfectly
conduct.
good way to conduct a meeting.
Screaming and yelling
Asking
at
if the one who's asking to change town council's opinion, who has a legal degree, from somebody who doesn't have a legal degree, and now is upset because I'm questioning the fact that he doesn't have a legal degree.
You know, I've had family members and people that I love with Alzheimer's, and they were way more fun than Bob. I'm not gonna lie. Bob is.
How can you get more fun than Bob?
I mean,
Bob-
they were way more fun. Bob
Bob
is
is providing us all the
Mm-mm.
entertainment.
no. Bob is at you touch the thermostat energy, and it's scary.
It doesn't mean.
Yelling at him. You're yelling at
Hey,
him.
Kim,
And you tell us you're an expert in Robert's Rules of Order.
No,
so I'm
I didn't say
sure
I was an
you
expert.
know.
an expert in what? Robert's School of Horror? What is it? Robert's School of Horrors? Have you been there? Is that where you went to horror school?
Every whore that graduated from my school. Whatever,
Dude.
fill in the blank.
I'm so scared right now.
We don't, and
Yeah, right.
this,
Oh, but
this-
we do.
He
and this
said
wouldn't
it,
be a way
dude.
to conduct a meeting by a chair if we actually did
I
have a
think
code
it's
of
a perfectly
conduct.
good way to conduct a meeting.
Screaming and yelling
Asking
at
if the one who's asking to change town council's opinion, who has a legal degree, from somebody who doesn't have a legal degree, and now is upset because I'm questioning the fact that he
No, it's
doesn't have a
how
legal
you-
degree.
Bob, it's how you question.
It doesn't
You're
mean-
yelling
Wait a
at
minute.
him. You're yelling at him. and you tell us you're an expert in Robert's Rules of Order.
No,
so I'm
I didn't say
sure
I was an
you
expert. I
know
said I know it.
that
Don't put
decorum and
words in my mouth.
respect- I'm sure you know that decorum and respect run all through Robert's Rules, and you were shouting at Dave, and you were treating him disrespectfully.
No, I really wasn't. I was treating him as it should be. Let's move on and let's get this done. Next.
In all seriousness, we joke, but does he really have? Do you think? Because your dad has dementia. Like when my grandma had it, my great grandma, she was very like chill, but like she'd get worried, she'd get worked up, and she didn't get mad. Does he really have that, or were you just kidding around, Azen? Because like he is getting aggressive, but I feel like Bob actually has his shit together. Like he made some good points in the recent.
No. She didn't
right?
say Bob had it. She
Oh.
just said that her mother had it. That's all.
No, I'm talking about up here. Someone said Bob had it. Early onset. Is it like
no.
a for real? Is that a thing that's going on? Okay.
No, I don't
Because
think
we did have a guy who tried to run for mayor who did have it, and it was very spooky.
They would have been like that would have been like plastered, and he would have been like dragged for all that shit if that was
Okay.
anything. I feel
So,
like
I moved to amend.
could be wrong.
This is uncomfortable as fuck.
The first question
Gets worse.
answers A and B.
No, he's just an asshole. This is Cameron.
To provide information upon request. of the
Oh
auditor.
yeah, you're right. Frontal lobe one is
We have
That's the
a first and
aggressive
a
one.
second. Do we have
doing.
any other discussion on that?
Gotta make some rumors.
All right,
Okay.
well,
Hold on. You know, I suppose you're entitled, but I don't think we can make that judgment if
Don't call me
we
entitled.
want to bring it back to the attorney to see if the way that it's being phrased is acceptable. But otherwise, I'm not changing it. I myself wouldn't change it. I would either we just vote on it, or any changes would have to then be reviewed
We have to.
again.
It's a motion and a
We
second.
have to publish by tomorrow morning. So we're under a very tight time schedule.
And we were told
And
that
Bob
town
ain't even
council would
gotten
be
drunk
hands
yet.
off on this,
No,
okay?
well,
This
not
is-
when it comes to
You
protecting
told,
the
you
interests
said
of
that
the
on the first
Well, we've
day.
also
of
No,
our-
and I
How
qualified
employees
it
were
the
not
next
gonna be
meeting
on-
if you go back and look at it. After all the changes you come in with the laundry list, I qualified that. Go back and look at it.
Bob,
So
you
we
add-
have a
you
vote on
added-
the
you
table.
added a
There's-
laundry list as well. I would like to say something as discussion before the vote.
Go ahead.
Canton has become nationally known for its lack of transparency. And this answer signals to people who are considering bidding on this. This signals, well, as promptly as reasonably possible. That means it signals a possibility of obstruction. So if there is, I'm sure there's a better way to phrase this that wouldn't give that signal, or perhaps that is what is perhaps that signaling is the truth.
We have a motion on the table. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nay.
3-0, 3-2.
So in this case, we're probably going to have to submit a special town meeting article for supplemental funding.
Okay.
And I move that, we'll probably make a later motion that we can write a warrant article to get supplemental funding, because these questions, if you're not going to budge on it and you're going to allow the town attorney, who was supposed to be hands off, and Mr. Scollins, who was supposed to have ministerial duties, a lot of the things have not been ministerial.
Well, this is ministerial. Maybe you just don't understand ministerial, but this is ministerial.
See, there you go again, attacking me.
No,
So
not a-
that's
a
can argue
statement of
the
fact, not an
points.
attack.
David and Kathleen, and again, in all due respect, but when somebody asks me a question, whether it's a personal question or a professional question, if I can't give a definitive answer, I would answer, I can't tell you I would use the exact verbiage, but to maintain my credibility, I would tell you, I will get it to you as soon as I possibly can, not knowing how long it's going to take to get you what you want. And again, I know you're referencing in large part digital communications, but again, I get back to the point, we don't know if those are the kinds of questions and that it's going to be requested of the town.
Have you read the full question and answer
I have.
response?
I have.
So you will see in there that it does say all of the communications are digital, all the records.
All the records are the same as hard copies except digital. They still have to be reviewed for other reasons. There could be personal information.
Not on a public
can-
records request, not during an audit.
These
I
are public
can't answer
records.
that question, but I'm assured, I can assure you that there could be some records that the union may want to keep away if it has personal information about people that should be kept personal. So they do review through it all before it's sent over. I can go to the Freedom of Information Act and get public records from the federal government, and a lot of stuff will be crossed out.
But this is not a public
And-
records request. This isn't.
Hold up. Sorry. We went away for a second because
Yeah, I'm still watching though.
I had to use the restroom, but I saw something in here. And New York mom Adrian has been a loyal listener and of just fucking wonderful person. I have emailed back and forth with her in the past. She is getting, what is this, reconstruction on her titties after the double mastectomy in June. Dude, we are thinking of you. Hugin is in, he's got you in his thoughts. Hugin's going to do a positive voodoo for you. And I hope that your surgery goes fucking fantastic.
You're gonna look great.
You're going to look so fucking great.
You're gonna have the best fucking tits around.
You're going to have the best tits on earth, dude. And when you come back healthy, show them to us. No, I'm just kidding. No, but in all seriousness, we
Yeah, you can if you want to.
you
That's your
don't.
choice.
Don't. No, listen. I don't monetize, so if you want to, you can, but you don't have to. Also, like,
No one's asking. It's just if she, you said
if
you
you
offered.
want to. Yeah,
I
if
don't
you
think it's nice to offer and then take that off the table.
yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not trying to be a Bob, but listen, we hope.
Wait, what did Bob offer and then take off the table? Bob's showing us loyalty to the town of
Okay,
Canton.
well, we'll talk about that later. The point is, we hope your tits go well. We hope that you heal, and we can't wait to see you back. And please report back and let us know that you are okay. You are the
She'll be
best,
fine.
and we love you. And
bounce those things right back here.
Rabbit, don't hit New York mom Adrian with a wrench until she's healed. Okay, we're giving her a pass. And Cameron, oh God, the 3-2. What happened? I went to pee for a second. What happened with the 3-2? What was this? Oh, a vote? Was it a vote? Did I miss a vote?
Well, I mean, there was one about one thing, but that was like a while ago. It was Bob said 3-0 by accident. It was about
Boring.
something. Nothing like wild.
All right. Okay, let's keep going.
Over first. Make sure files that.
Or Cameron might
didn't get
also
put
be just
in-
referring to this meeting as the 3-2 because keep watching.
Okay.
That could be a
that
thing,
have
too.
Nothing to do with the police. It just
Oh, I
got
like
mixed up.
tantamount.
All
That's a
those
good
things can
word.
happen, similar to a file that you put in your drawer that you end up misfiling something. So it does have to be reviewed. And so
Well,
they're
let's
trying to say
move
that
on.
they'll get to it as soon as possible. I think, quite frankly, I think they want this done as much as everybody else at this table.
Well, I would disagree.
So,
A
well,
thorough and independent audit, I would disagree.
See, the two
Thorough.
on the left
We
think that
disagree with your.
Yeah, well,
we
this-
think you-
Okay, so these two are against these three.
those two believe that those three are hiding up to something, hiding things like covering for all these murders, all that other stuff. And those three are we're Canton people, blah 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 kind of thing. You'll see. You'll get the feel in a minute.
Okay. I mean, they are they?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
You're very
This-
biased when it comes to this, so.
No, by bias, you mean opinionated, right?
No, I mean biased. I mean,
Bias.
you've gone after the police chief and others and so forth, so biased.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you have a different opinion since your town meeting speech?
Right.
Since the FBI has come?
Because
to,
you're not biased.
press-
Are you
That's an
presenting
investigation.
yourself
They're
as
two
not
different-
biased?
they're Two different pockets. You seem to be
Presenting
hung up
yourself
on
as
thinking
not
We
biased?
should be doing an investigation. We're not.
Well,
Town meeting
His
votes-
pronouns are not
Mr. Chair,
biased.
If you look in your RFP that you sent over, you actually referenced the word investigation about a dozen times in it. And
I don't-
that's what you put in there because you
Oh, he's
took it
gonna
from
Fucking
Holyoke.
put his fist
And
up
that's
in a
what
minute
they
at
had
you,
in there.
son.
They were having an investigation, and this is
Don't
in
call
your
Bob
document,
out.
sir.
Not
For what he
now.
said and did.
We're doing an audit. And we
Doing an
did
audit.
3 meetings for 3 hours each, bringing down, and we cut, 30% of that? And Kathleen basically went before the finance committee and town meeting and said, after the thorough investigation she did, $200,000 will easily be able to cover.
No,
all of
Bob,
this.
please don't misquote me. You have a habit of doing that. Please don't misquote me.
Okay.
Would you like me to tell you what I
Yeah,
said?
exactly what did you say?
I said that $200,000 would be what we would need to attract a national firm. What I had been told, and I did not give all of this when in those remarks, but that was the low end of what we would need to attract a national firm. And we felt that we would take the low end estimate because we're taxpayers too, and we want it to be done, as thriftily as possible. You're adding a lot of words to what I said.
So 200,000 should be able to be.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Scollins in the room even referenced at one of the finance committee meetings, $200,000 would be enough. And you're acting like the town has never had supplemental funding for any project. Every project you've worked on has supplemental funding. The rink, the Paul Revere site, you picked the highest bid on the middle school, $50 million higher, and you're worried about a couple of $100,000 to restore trust in our community. There's other projects, the library. We could go on and on about the project.
If you make another valid point at me, you son of a bitch. This fucking guy.
Projects that required supplemental funding or taking bond.
We don't have that money.
Bonds from other projects.
We can only award with money in the till. Right now, the only thing we have in the till is $200,000.
How did you award then
Where is this
$50 million
till?
over what was
Where's the till?
For the school?
How did we win?
Bids came in at 170 million.
Oh, you muted yourself.
That's a long term.
Who's sitting on the till?
40 million.
Who's sitting on the till?
Turn back. We're also going to be going through borrowing, go through town meeting. It'll be covered in that manner. It isn't all upfront money. I don't think you've been paying attention to some of that. The other items that we do, we vote. If we have a bid that comes
did he just tell her, I don't think you've been paying attention?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because
this is a woman riddled with cancer who goes and gets chemo in between her life. Yeah, dude, when you're bald, like you're in the middle of it, you're going through it.
Is she bald?
Yeah, dude.
I can't really see that well. And I thought she had hair on the one that I played.
No, I didn't see any hair. She looked like this. She's bald, right?
Okay. I don't know.
Either way, she's in the middle of chemo treatment, which exhausts the fuck out of you. And she's willing to zoom into meetings from her hospital bed, which she said in the last one. And this guy's like, you're not paying attention. You think she fucking goes there to not pay attention, Bob?
Just to play devil's advocate, people watching it did say that she was, and you agreed that she was Catholic guilting.
I did. That's not a bad thing. That's what people do. That's what Catholics do.
All right. I'm just saying.
Listen, that's how she was raised. You understand? She saved that shit. That's just part of her personality. Nobody's getting mad at me for being a woman and you for being gay. We can't get mad at her for having Catholic guilt.
How do you know no one's getting mad?
Okay, they're probably getting pretty pissed. But listen, it's fucking. I'm just saying, like, when you're at the point where you're like, you're not remissed, you know what I mean? You've got cancer and you're going to get treatments at a hospital. That takes a lot out of you. You don't just go to board meetings for funsies to ignore everyone. I really do think. I mean, yeah, she played that card, but you know what?
She did. So what if she's doing this for the fortune? What if she just shaved her head?
Say it. Say what
you're. Okay. What if?
What are you trying to say here? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to say, what if she's not even from Canton? What if she just got in about a month ago, saw where this was headed, saw what would be the next hot meeting online, right? Came up with a backstory, convinced a couple people that she's been there forever. Okay. Shows up and she's like, well, you guys all have to listen to me because I'm the only woman and I have cancer and everyone's calling me a guy online. So now anything I say, you're going to have to fucking listen to it. What if she's sent from like a Jen McCabean type of spell?
I'm going to say this once and once only. When I watch American Idol and they show me a lady with a mangled face who survived a plane crash and her whole family's dead and she's got fucking Ebola.
Okay.
And she sings a little good for me.
There you go.
I want her to get that golden buzzer.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
If she's the hero we need to entertain me during dinner, then she's the hero we need. Do you see what I'm saying?
Of course.
So be it. If she wants to Joan of Arc it,
So be it.
for everybody else.
But
If we got to send some
for the
notes
record,
in,
we do have to take note that that could be a thing.
are you saying she's a deep state? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm saying I don't know what's going on.
Me neither. Let's keep watching.
Excessive money availability, we can't sign a contract. It's a dead issue. We only have $200,000.
But you know we can go for supplemental funding
But
in
you
a
can't
number
sign,
of
you
different
can't, you can't
ways.
do a bid on what you might or might not get. You have to have the money in the till, period.
The Energy Aggregation Committee just came and asked
That
for extra
fucking
money
till.
Hey,
for a
fellas.
proposal
Fucking
they
till.
needed. They needed, and the
The
select
money
board
has
gave
gotta-
Why is she putting her hand up like we're in kindergarten? What's going on right now?
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Oh no. Wait, is she that lady from the meme where she's screaming in the protest?
All I'm saying is, didn't
No.
that just kind of look like someone was like in a spaceship, pressed a button, and then her hand went up?
This is like when someone would cough and then all of a sudden Lally would go objection.
Dude, what if she's... I'm not even gonna say it.
I know exactly what you're thinking. Don't fucking say it, dude. Don't you fucking say it. I know I went on your page and I said some shit. You accidentally put it up, but listen, I need you to fucking spare me right fucking now. And I mean that in both ways. I mean, oh, spare me. And I mean, please spare me. Like, for real, I will fucking moot you. We'll moot you. Okay. I can't even say what. You know what? I'm going to moot us both. Here we go.
them mitigation funds, and they ended up going with a better vendor.
Bob, do you remember the speech that you gave at the special town meeting about how this was unnecessary and you wouldn't risk your license, which I don't believe you have a license, but you said you wouldn't risk your license on this terrible, terrible project. Are you, you're
I
not
was
biased?
referring to
You're
Mr.
not-
Collins. I never
you're-
said I had a license.
You're not biased?
I also said,
I said life.
and you've also quoted me for the
I
past
never
3 or
said
4
I had
months,
life.
that I was against this audit. I said
You were
further on in the
completely
same
against it.
speech,
On
To be fair, he said for against. He said for against.
I was in favor of the audit under the selectmen. Do you know why? Because they already were working on a scope of services that you never had. I said,
You know why? Because the select men
Dude,
were
he's
real
literally-
men.
He's
The
2
select-
seconds away of saying, getting up and saying, "Suck my dick."
He was gonna throw her a DX suck it
Dude, this is what I'm
so
saying. How
hard.
can you hate this? How
He's like
can you
Road
hate
Dogg.
this?
He's like Road Dogg when they tried to fire him in 2016. He says, "You know what? I'll throw you a suck it, but I'll throw you a suck it after I go to AEW, where they really appreciate me." And then they
He
went to
said,
hire
"Eat
him.
my ass."
He said, "My name's Bob. Eat my ass. This is between you, the slobs." And then he got up and he left. In all seriousness, that was the snarkiest shit I've ever seen in my
Oh no,
life.
it gets snarkier. That's the
And I
thing.
respect it. I
Dude, this
respect
is like
it.
terrible,
yes.
terrible.
This is yes.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah. I
his
told
face.
you. I
Look
told
at
you,
this
dude.
shit sucker's face. Look how happy he is. Oh, I convinced them that they're the baddies.
Look what I
Okay.
caused.
I'm causing problems.
And this is all my doing. This is all my doing.
This is my doing, my bidding. We need
I
to get
did this.
a fluffy cat to stroke as he spins in his
Me.
chair.
I did
Are
this.
you- you're
I
not
was
biased?
referring to
I
Mr.
did.
Collins. I never
You're-
said I had a license.
You're not biased? are you
I
saying?
also said, and you
My license got revoked for drunk driving in 2021 when I hit that boy.
You've also quoted me for the past 3 or 4 months that I was against this audit. I said
You were
further on in the
completely
same
against it.
speech,
On video.
I was in favor of the audit under the selectmen. Do you know why?
Everybody
They
knows I
already
love
were
an audit.
working on a scope of services that you never had. I said from the very beginning at town meeting, you needed a scope of service. You were lacking it. That was the most important thing to have, and you didn't have it.
Not
Now
for-
we have something.
Yeah, not for an article for town meeting, but that would be like having the fox edit the hen house.
Wait,
Yeah, I know.
you gotta lack a scope. I told you gotta lack a scope. And she's like,
And
that's
then
it.
she
the
makes a fox and a hen house reference. That's
she
what I'm
say
saying.
Inna or edit? Because it sounded like she said edit a hen house. And I'm like, we photoshopping? What's she talking about? Oh, fox in a hen house. Oh, like it's gonna eat the chickens?
No, she goes, that's like when we fucks in the hen house.
When we fucks in the hen house. Oh, like when her and Bob go off and do their sneaky deakies. So what are you talking about? You know Bob fucks. Look at him. He's looking at her like he's about to fucking throw up against a wall.
I don't understand that.
Because the select board are the police commissioners of the town.
Do you trust anybody?
I certainly
Oh, see?
He said, "Do you have trust issues, baby?"
He's looking at her. He will not break gaze. He's like, "You trust me? You trust me, mama?
certainly do.
Hey,
And
mama."
once again, you're personalizing this.
Well, I think you are by the previous comment.
Yeah, I think you want to fuck me.
No, those were public comments that you made and you were very proud to make. You
So what if I said I love you? I'm not ashamed of it.
were
And you
completely
cherry
biased.
picked what I said. I still have the speech if you
Completely
like.
biased.
I wrote it down. I put it in my pocket. I cry on it every night.
It's on video. I hope people go and look it up.
So don't I.
Yeah.
So don't I.
Did he just say "so don't I"? What is that? Is that Japanese for we're about to fuck? What did he just say? Sodoku. I have to go
He's
do my.
like, "Did you just order takeout?"
He's like, "Did you get takeout from Sodonai?"
He's like, "What?
Can
They
we
have
move on
already?"
as to what-
He's like, "Okay, you know what? I'll get you the beef with Brock, and you'll be happy with it, bitch."
She's like, "No, I like the number 12."
He's like, "You'll never get the number 12, and you'll never get my hat." And this guy's over here like, "Are we gonna watch them fuck again? I do not have time for this." And this guy's like, "I might get to see someone fuck."
What we're gonna do with
You
this?
look at you, he's starting to grab his dick.
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah,
be
he's
here all
getting
night.
the
Well, it
sniff.
seems
He's
like
ready.
it's going to be a 2-0 vote, but we'll go through
Whatever you'd like.
for the
Ooh.
motions,
We could bring it up now if you would want
the obstructed
and
motions.
vote as it is and see where it goes, or we can do this.
Who
for the next 2 to
obstructed the
3 hours.
motions?
I'm perfectly fine with that, Bob.
Which?
With completing
Why
the
don't you call
task
him by
of
his
the
first
committee.
name?
Well, explain that.
We
do
have to
do
go
we
through
bring this up-
question by
Do we bring this
question.
up for a vote now, or do you want to continue to want to change all of these and we go through for the next 3 hours?
No
Well,
one wants to
let's-
spend
Say
3
this
hours
is
with
what
a
we
job.
do.
We have an
Except
agenda
us, 'cause
item
we're going
on
on
the
our
board,
fifth.
and we're discussing it. So let's proceed with the agenda items.
We're
and
the
see how they
worst.
play out.
I just want to be clear.
Oh, now you want to be clear, Bob?
Okay, the next question. Will the audit process be delayed until the conclusion of the investigation, internal, state, or federal? The answer, the audit.
You know, Colors, aka Bath Toy Gang members, making a really good point. Everyone but Karen Reed has hit someone with their car in Canton. I do believe that.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that we should stream this every time it's on in Mystery Science Theater. It.
Okay. Absolutely. Look at Rabbit doing the hard work. Doing the hard work.
Rabbit, do you want a motherfucking wrench? Because that's how you get thrown a motherfucking wrench.
Dude, Rabbit, Rabbit, you better put yourself in never timeout because I'm loving this chutzpah. Look at that wrench. Look at Rabbit rabbiting. And look at
Dude,
Cameron.
I think-
So
I
don't
think-
die. Is that what he said? Oh, shit.
I
So don't
banned
die?
you, dude.
Huh?
I think I banned you.
Yeah, you did. It was so funny.
No,
I told
but,
your
like,
Aunt Deb in the last one, I said,
I'm going through looking at it, and so I'm pressing Rabbit's comment in the app thing, and there is a ban option. And I think I think I pressed timeout on you to. How do I
on me or
unban
on
you?
Rabbit?
You.
No, keep me banned. I deserve it.
Oh, I do kind of like Buster. I mean Buster Hoogan better.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't use the Hugin one. I change it every day.
Dude,
Or
do you
every
want to know
week.
why I said Buster's? Because Baby Brian came up,
It's
and he's
Baby
Baby
Brian.
Buster.
He's Baby Buster. Baby Brian is Baby Buster to me, in case you guys wondered. And yes, I told your aunt that the last time she had a live that I was commenting in that I was going out of my way to get banned. And she was like, yeah, you were pretty fucking feral, but she didn't ban me, but she thought about it. And I made it very clear that I would respect her more if she did it. And then she fucking did it immediately. And it was so funny. And so, of course, Hugin went and opened his keyboard and started putting his 2 fucking cents in. And I can't stop him when he goes off. And he's pretty pissed off, frankly, about, you know, a lot of like, he's been screaming about war criminals in Iran and all this shit. He's nuts. But anyway, so he's done picking on your aunt through that account, but now your aunt doesn't know how to unban me. So I might be banned from your aunt's channel. Dude, I did it. Yeah, I don't really know how it works. Okay, so I'm going to look at the 3 dots. You can delete a comment, put a user in timeout, or ban user and delete their comments. Did you put me in timeout or ban me?
I think it said user has been banned and their comments have been deleted.
No, it couldn't have been. Oh, really?
It couldn't have banned. Get it?
Process is
I'm gonna
intended
ban
to
you.
be independent of all
Yeah.
matters. So
Other matters.
Does he know the Muffin Man?
sorry, the
Oh
for
fuck,
some
dude.
reason, you know, I should have changed the
Tina
font, but every
Belcher
email that
Twitter.
comes out of the Office of the Finances in like
It's a
5
muck
cent
man.
font, and it's very hard to read when printed. And I feel
It's
like
the
that's
thought
done
that
intentionally.
cunts.
But
Can I do who
Why
can react
why
to this?
can
Who can
Mr. Stalin speak for the
absolutely, and also Daisy Love Hoogan. I gotta do this. I'm sorry, Aunt Deb. I have to do this. Anytime I get a super chat now, I put a mask on. I gotta do it. It's my new thing.
Oh wait, that's okay, dude. Do what you gotta do. I'm looking for a picture of Bob to put as my avatar.
Okay, I'm gonna hit play and I'm gonna go get the Hoogan mask.
All right,
I'll
yeah,
be
go
right
ahead.
back. Daisy,
Put it down though,
coming
so
in
they can see
for
the whole
some
thing because it gets crazy.
here we go.
audience, but the other
this
audience
is not the
members
public
cannot
comment
speak?
section. And how come you're not reprimanding him, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Scollins, please, no comments from the chair until you're recognized.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay. I understand, Rita. Yes, I will reprimand, you're reprimanded.
And just to be clear, discussing the size of a font is not someone's character, okay? It's the size of a font.
Okay, can we move on, please?
All right. What is the next one that we would like?
Have you put this together or are you making this up as we go?
Oh fuck.
I meant, have you written it out?
I have.
Did you
If
do
you'd like
your
to see,
job,
I
bitch?
have actually.
Did you do your
I've
job,
written it out. I'm
bitch?
sorry, I'm being distracted. Everyone's.
I'm sorry. I missed what was going on because I was too busy going, oh fuck, Daisy. Hoog. You get a hoog. Thank you for your donation.
I
I'll
don't
put
see it.
that on you. You don't fucking see it, dude?
No, I don't see it.
You don't fucking see it? It's right fucking there, dude.
What super chat?
Look at this fucking shit.
It doesn't look like one on my end.
It looks like one on my end.
Oh, what's up with my app, dude? Something's up with this.
Dude. All I know is Daisy, live, laugh, love. This Hoogan's for you, bitch. I love you to death. I love you to death.
You know, you guys
Simple
are
question.
conducting a
You gotta-
meeting under
you gotta
Robert's
check.
Rules of Orders, which is unfortunate. This is how our town is
Oh shit.
supposed to be conducting business, but
Robert's
apparently
Rule
it
of
doesn't
Orders.
matter in this town because we have people that hide in their closets.
Oh my God, what
meetings
happened?
Because they're scared of the public.
Woo!
And this is why, Mr. McCarthy, you're setting a terrible tone.
Oh my God, what happened while I was gone? The Hoogan
Exactly, dude.
came over to my chair and knocked me the fuck out. I just woke up. How's Darlene? We don't know yet. She was okay 2 hours ago. I'm going to email her right now and check. Everybody wait, Yahoo!
Dude, if
Daisy.
Darlene wants to get taken by the elements, let her.
She wants to. She was laughing at the thought of Florida breaking off and floating away.
Yeah, dude. Let her do her thing.
So funny. She's hiding the pen in the hurricane, you guys. We have to let her live. You know what I mean? Let her live and let live, dude. Live and let live.
Okay,
why
what
did-
if the hurricane is her? No, what if she's the pen and the hurricane is like a bigger meta version of her?
Oh shit. Dude, what if she finds the pen in the hurricane?
Well, that's the thing, is if she gets sucked up by the hurricane, she becomes the pen.
Dude,
Found.
what if we get her a pen? Okay, if she survives this hurricane, what if I
No,
use
no,
the
no.
super
She's not
chat?
surviving.
No, she's gonna survive. And when she
No,
does,
no. She's
do you
already
wanna
gone, dude.
make a bet? Is it okay for us to bet on it?
Yeah, but you're not gonna get
I'm gonna
anything
bet
if
you
you're right.
$50 she survives. She's survived everything. She's fucking Job from the Bible, dude. She's Job, dude. She's Job from the Bible on a fucking Segway. Fucking going around life. Just boils and fucking they're taking her family. They fucking destroy the gods, the sky, the stars, whatever fucking weird shit you kids believe in has been cursing sweet Darlene since the day she was born. And you know what? She's made it through every last fucking bit. She's going to be fine. She's not going to get hurt by Milton. Milton's going to get hurt by Darlene. So true. Daisy?
Ooh.
Daisy coming in again. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go call. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to get. Do I need to get a big fucking bird in here? I'm gonna let the meeting keep going, but I'm gonna see if there's a big fucking bird in this house that wants to talk to you because this is egregious. $25. Are you out of your mind? All right, watch.
I don't see those.
Whole town.
Yeah,
So weird.
yeah.
So
You're not meant. I hide the money from you, you whore, because
You
you'll
hide
take
the money
it.
like Darlene hides the pen.
Like Darlene hides the pen, exactly.
and you're going to be on
May I
NBC
make a
News
motion?
again,
We
yelling
take
at
a
all of us.
5-minute break just for
No.
the room to
This-
cool down.
This is, at least you're not screaming and screaming at the audience as we have at other audit meetings. So that's a little bit of an improvement.
We did, and you didn't.
Oh, he said, "Test me." He said, "Go ahead, bitch.
5 minutes?
Try."
5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay, we'll take a 5-minute break.
All in favor of the break?
All those in favor?
Well, it doesn't matter what we think because it's 3-2. That's the way it was designed.
No, I think we need a break.
Honestly, I think it'd be great just to cool the temperature in the room.
Yeah, that's all. That's
Oh,
all we're looking
I'm
to
being
do.
too emotional?
No, I'm not talking
Oh,
about
okay.
you. I'm just talking about all of us.
Let's just have a break.
It's disrespectful.
Take a break. Bob, may I speak to you, please?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yup.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Am I getting too emotional for you?
Daisy, I thought about putting myself out there and saying, "Hey, bird, come inside. Hey, bird, come inside."
What's the matter with you?
And say hi to Aunt Deb. What's the matter with
What did
me?
you do?
I went and got my eyebrows done.
All right. Those look great.
Don't they look incredible? I
Yeah,
did them
dude.
for Daisy because Daisy loves my eyebrows. So naturally, you
Wait,
know,
Daisy is Daisy gave you shit about your eyebrows?
no, Daisy's the only person who liked my eyebrows. She would be like, every time you talk about your eyebrows, it makes me laugh. She is obsessed with the eyebrows because they're so fucking classic. And so what I like to do is when Daisy gets out of pocket, and I mean that literally, like when she gets loose with the funds, the eyebrows come out. And right now, Daisy's just fucking, she needs me to raise them and go, hun, you sure you want to do that? So I busted out the eyebrow. These are for you, Daisy. And yes, they will be gravitating larger and larger up my head as the night goes on. And that's just how it
Yeah.
has to be.
Yeah.
It's just how it must be. So this is for you, Daisy. You're fucking out of control. And we love
for
you to
you.
death, fucking whore. We love you. We love you. We love you. Let's keep going because I am thrilled with Bob right now. I can't wait to show Dylan. I can't wait to creep in there and go, "Hey, Dylan, what are you doing?" And wait for him to notice. All right, here we go.
All right.
Milton should be afraid. That's what I was saying. You're right.
Yeah,
She's
it's true.
afraid. Daisy, smoking a ciggy. Me too. See, everybody's smoking a ciggy. Darlene is sitting on a roof smoking a cig. I bet she is.
Bob,
bet
did
she
you
is.
speak to Mr. Scollins out in the hallway?
I did.
Did
Uh-oh.
I speak to Mr. Collins?
Yeah, you both did.
Oh,
Who's Mr. Collins?
Scollins.
Who's Mr. Scollins?
He's fucking dude. So this is a
Is he hot?
no. This is why we gotta be on top. Scollins is all right. Just go back like 2 minutes.
Is he like Scar? Wait, go back 2 minutes. Okay.
No, I'll tell you right now.
All right. Let me see.
What is the next one that we would like?
Have you put this together or are you making this up as we go?
Ooh.
I meant, have you written it out?
I have. If you'd like to see, I have
I'm
actually
asking. I can't say.
written it out. I'm sorry. I'm being distracted. Everyone's.
Scollins was a cop
guys
involved
are
in the
conducting
Camry
a
case.
meeting
Oh,
under Robert's Rules of Orders, which is unfortunate. This is how our town is supposed to be conducting business, but apparently it doesn't matter in this town because we have people that hide
it doesn't.
in their closets and do Zoom meetings because they're scared of the public. And
Mm-hmm.
this is why, Mr. McCarthy, you're
I
setting
just messaged you a link.
terrible tone for the
Okay.
whole town. So
Is it to
I agree.
Sifties?
Yeah.
And you're going to be on
May I
NBC
make a
News
motion?
again,
We
yelling
take
at
a
all of us.
5-minute break just for
No.
What did he say about the news? NBC? Not in this can. Don't California my Canton. What?
Down.
This is, at least you're not screaming and screaming at the audience as you have at other audit meetings. So
If I
that's
get
a
out
little
of
bit of
order,
an
I will.
improvement.
I
We
would
did,
want
and
to
you
They are natural. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
5 minutes.
Browser out.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, we'll take a 5-minute break.
All in favor of the break?
Why'd he touch his
All those in
ear?
favor?
It doesn't matter what we think because it's 3-2. That's the way it was designed.
No, I think we need a break.
Kathleen,
That's all.
honestly, I think it'd be great just to cool the temperature in the room.
Yeah, that's all. That's
Oh,
all we're looking
I'm
to
being
do.
too emotional.
Oh, why? Because you want to go fuck with Bob's thermostat again? I told you this is all about room temperature. I guarantee you that's what Bob's pissed about. If they would just leave it how he put it, no one would have a problem. None of these cops would be dead.
Oh, okay.
Everybody wants to change.
Everybody wants to make it colder, make it hotter. Just leave it how it's been. The AC's broken,
It's
Daisy.
disrespectful.
Daisy, this is disrespectful. This is disrespectful as fuck. All right, I'll be right back.
Wait, why'd you say NBC?
Because they hate it. It's not Fox.
No, why did you mention it?
Because he said, what are you going to be on NBC again talking to report? One of them said that to the other. You didn't hear that?
No, I thought
He
you
said
meant. Never mind. No.
Look at Miss Parks. Good morning, hoes. Good morning, Julia.
Good morning, you whore.
Oh shit. Speaking of hoes, I gotta go get a hold up for Daisy and Miss Parks. I'm gonna hit play. I'll be right back.
Yeah, play it. Pop us out. Come on, watch.
All right, here we go.
Bob, did you speak to Mr. Scollins out in the hallway?
I did.
Did I speak to Mr. Collins?
Yeah, you both went out into the hallway.
I said hi.
Yes. He came over and we spoke.
Nice.
Before you continue, I'd like to take
Are
for
we
a
back
second.
in session?
Hmm?
Are we back in session?
Yes, we're back in session. I would like to make a motion that we accept the questions and answers as assembled by Town Council, Randy Scollins, Chief Rafferty, and Louis Juchas.
Is that a ministerial request?
No. No.
Why did all three of you leave the room?
Yeah.
You're violating a procurement that's not supposed to happen.
So,
This is a
I
designee
asked.
where you're getting involved with.
I have never met Randy Scollins in person until this very moment. I didn't know who he was until his name was mentioned to me. Number one. Number two, I suggested it to Bob that we just move on because we've all read it. We have.
Listen, Daisy, I saw what you fucking did. I saw the other 25 and I said, how can I possibly give Daisy what she wants? How can I give Daisy what she deserves? How can I give Daisy the thrill of a lifetime? I understand that you bow to the brow and I appreciate you for that. Okay. Bow to the brow forever for life. But I swear to Christ, any more super chats, I'm in danger of blackface and I cannot be taken down for that. So I really need you to calm down.
Oh my God, guys, send the super chats. Get her in blackface. Oh my God, yes. How much will it take? How much will it take? I'll pay right now. How much? How much?
Do it.
Guys, yes.
Not doing it.
Yes.
Not doing it. Listen to me. Listen to me. I can't fucking do it. Okay. You understand? I just need you guys to calm down. We're going to listen to the rest of this can board meeting.
I think I have your PayPal. I'll be right back.
Listen, I fucking love the way I look. And if you want to look like this too, please check. What are we watching? A meltdown. Miss Parks, I'm having an existential meltdown. I'm giving Daisy the come hither brows by The Rock. If you're looking for this look, please go to a site called Bang Bus. Or no, wait, that's not it. It's Sniffy's. Go to sniffys.com. That's where you can get these fabulous eyebrows for yourself. If you really want to feel like a valued adult woman who makes her own money and don't need no man, if you want to feel independent, if you want to feel like you're an art major, you want to get these eyebrows, okay? Back to the presentation.
Written, so I
Jesus
anticipate
fucking
that
Christ,
we're
Daisy.
going to abide by what the town attorney said, and if we can go through it, but it will be
Daisy,
a 3-2
killing
vote.
me.
But the town attorney was hands up. And wait, how do you know it's going to be a 3-2 vote when he wasn't even out there? So
Because it was
have you
designed
guys
that way.
colluded
We have a
beforehand?
motion, we have a motion
That's
on the
colluded
floor
beforehand. This
that's
is-
been
you're
seconded.
violating
Is that correct?
the rules of a committee and open meeting laws.
Do we have a motion on the floor?
Vote
Dave,
for the whole
Dave,
committee
you-
and
you-
say it's a
Dave,
3-2
You
It
have
hasn't
a
vote.
been
fair with the motion
seconded.
on the
Well, then
floor.
let's go through each one and see what the vote is.
No, we have a motion on the
That's
floor
not
right
how
now.
committees work.
Now, we have a motion on the floor right now that's been seconded, that we accept the questions and answers have assembled and before us.
So can I
We had
clarify?
discussions on it. Go ahead.
We actually
The
haven't
people
had
who
any
answered the
discussions on it.
questions are the town council, the Louis Jutras, who's another town employee, Randy Scollins, who is another town employee who, like Louis Jutras and the police chief, works for the select board. So all the people who weren't intended to have anything to do with an independent audit, they've answered this question, these questions, and we're going to vote on
Okay,
it.
but then again,
tomorrow.
we have David on the 16th at 9:25 a.m., who will be contacting the police department to get answers to these questions from the vendors and the other vendors. No one on the committee is privy to this information. So he asked me to do it. That's what I'm doing it. We still have a motion on the floor. All those in favor?
I didn't say contact town council. I didn't say contact Randy Scollins. I said, for instance, how many pieces of evidence do we have? Like, how would anyone like know that other than the chief of police?
We still have a motion on the floor. All those in favor?
How about
I know I look good. I know I look good. Finally pretty.
discussion? Can we
1, 2,
discuss?
3. Against?
We didn't even
You
have
know
a
what the vote is.
discussion on it.
Hmm?
You're
You know what the
violating
vote is.
Robert's rules
Sorry.
again.
You know what the vote is. It was designed this
I
way
have
back
to
in
hear it
November.
publicly.
The town council said it would be illegal to do it any other way than to have a 3 of you know people against the 2 petitioners.
Does that mean you're voting against it?
Don't be a no, people. Never be a no, people.
You haven't said.
I
Okay, so first you're obstructing
Wait a
the
minute.
cover for Kate.
Would you allow her to finish speaking?
No,
And be quiet,
I'm
please?
yielding to David.
They're made of dreams.
What is your vote?
You're obstructing the cover for murderers in this town. All 3 of you.
You,
should all be
how
ashamed.
dare you even say that? You do not know if they were murderers. If there's even a case.
How dare you say that? They are slugs fighting on my head. They're slugs from the Canton Police Audit Committee. This is Bob, and this is other Bob.
Then
The FBI
We
did not
know.
come in and
The
say that
FBI has
anybody,
come
any
in.
Canton police
Sorry.
officer is a murderer.
You guys-
Yes, I
Anna
have watched.
Birchwell was
Quit
murdered.
fucking
Number
me
one.
up.
Number 2, they are innocent until proven guilty.
They haven't been charged with anything. That's
Yeah,
when
but am I
that
covering-
They haven't been charged with anything. Listen, Daisy, I know that's why I filled them in. See, look at this. That's what your $20 bought. This is fucking wild. You guys are out of fucking control.
section attaches.
You're voting. What's
You
your
are
vote?
standing
You know how much fucking eyeliner it takes to get this Polish forehead fucking eyebrowed out of my mind? Enough. I mean, in 2007, it was 2 whole fucking sticks.
Covering for a murderer.
What was your vote? Abstain? Yes, no, abstain.
what's the question? We haven't even
The
had the
vote-
discussion part. You
Well,
violated
you already
Robert's
had a vote.
rules and we
I've
did.
got to vote on this.
Usually you have it,
Three,
under
two.
Robert's rules of orders, you have a discussion before you have a vote.
Who the fuck is
We didn't
Robert?
have a discussion.
Is Robert Bob?
You're out of order because I haven't recognized you. Please leave.
Yo, is that fucking Big Rita, dude? Is that Big Rita? Where'd your aunt go? Where'd her whore ass go? I swear to God, if she went to PayPal, I'm gonna cry. I don't even think I have enough eyebrow makeup to do that. And I wouldn't anyway, because it's disrespectful as fuck. These eyebrows, though, they're fucking hot. They're not disrespectful at all. This is how me and Dylan met. If you ever want to know how me and my boyfriend met, I had these brows, and he was like, "Ooh, are you the baby from The Simpsons?" Just kidding.
Please leave.
Well, how come Randy
Please
doesn't have to
leave.
leave?
Fucking Rita in matching khaki, looking like an inmate from iDoc. Loving it. Let's go back.
Know that other than the
By the way, Bob wants to fuck her so hard.
chief of police.
We still have a motion on the floor. All
We
those in
still have a
favor?
motion
How
in
about
the ocean.
discussion? Can we
1, 2,
discuss?
3. Against?
We didn't even have
know
a
what the vote is.
discussion on it.
Hmm?
You're
You know what the
violating
vote is.
Robert's rules
No.
again.
You know what the vote is. It was designed this way
I
back
have
in
to-
I'll do a
November.
makeup
Public-
tutorial.
The town council said it would be illegal to do it any other way than to have a 3 of you know people
Oh
against the two
no, there's a
commissioners.
Does
gap.
that mean you're voting against it? You haven't said.
Okay, so first you're obstructing
Wait a
the
minute.
cover for Kate.
Would you allow her to finish speaking?
No,
And be quiet,
I'm
please?
yielding to David.
Would you, what did you vote?
You're obstructing.
I think
the
your
cover
aunt
for
had to go.
murderers in this town. All 3 of you.
Hold
You
on.
should all be
How
ashamed.
dare you even say that? You do not know if they were murderers.
If
if there is even a
FBI
case-
comes in,
The FBI
We
did not
know.
come in and
The
say that
FBI has
anybody,
come
any
in.
Canton police officer
Have you watched?
is a murderer. Yes, I
Sandra
have watched.
Birchmore was murdered.
Number
in
one. Number
Canton.
I didn't
two,
find the
they
glasses.
are innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, but so is Karen. She's innocent until proven guilty, right? These fucking guys.
Haven't been charged with anything. That's
Yeah,
when
but am I
that
covering
protection
for a murderer?
attaches.
You're voting. What
You
is your
are
vote?
stating I'm
Yes or
covering
no?
for a murderer.
What was your vote?
They are.
Abstain?
They're fireplace
Yes, no,
smokers.
abstain?
what's the question? We haven't even
The
had the
vote?
discussion part. You
Well,
violated
you already
Robert's
got a vote.
rules and we
I've got a vote on this.
usually you have it
Three,
under
two.
Robert's rules of
Giant
order.
ass
You have a
pasta
discussion
Reese. Yeah, I
before you
missed
have
a
a
bit.
vote.
Oh my god,
We
no.
didn't have a discussion.
He's angry because the kids are on his lawn.
You're out of order because I haven't recognized you. Please,
Mhm.
please leave. Please leave.
Well, how come Randy
Please
doesn't have to
leave.
leave?
You can ask Rita to leave the room, but she will never leave your dreams or your nightmares, Bob.
Come on.
It is a bunch of drunk guys at the
I
bar.
would love to.
David,
And this lady sat at their fucking table and they're pissed.
you'll see here all night. Let's go through each question.
Mhm.
The public deserves to know what the questions are, and you're withholding.
Please
And
have the
Deb is
police come
grounded.
here and escort her
I
out.
would like Mr. Scollins escorted out for speaking out of turn as well.
No,
Yes,
no, that's my call, not
it's
yours.
not your call
No, you-
because
And Deb
No,
is grounded.
okay.
you're covering for
Do
him.
you have a vote to? have
Randy's
him-
calling the
I
police. on
haven't
you.
even had the discussion.
It's probably
His
the,
name is Randy Scollins and Rita, I'm sorry, just Randy's.
Don't you say Rita's name. Don't you invoke Rita's name, dude.
We are being yelled at and we are being excluded and all we're worried about is
For later.
protecting the town. And Audit
Mhm.
is protecting the town.
You're out of order. Please sit
You
down.
know what? You're all out of order.
You're all out of order.
You're
Thank
out
you.
of order. You're the
Please sit
leader.
down.
You're the leader.
Please sit down.
I did.
You can't handle the truth.
Yes, you can talk
Mhm.
out of order and you call the cops on
Collins,
someone
do you
for
want to-
talking out of order. That's called bias in this town, Mr.
This is just
Scollins.
what happens.
Are you
This
gonna
is what
remove
happens
yourself from the
when
room for talking out of order?
you, Larry, is this your
Are you gonna
homework?
remove
You know,
yourself? See,
this is what
how the
happens.
Canton
The brows
cronies
come out.
run
Dad's
the
brows
town.
come out.
Rita, please be quiet.
And you see,
Oh my god. Oh shit. Darlene, how you doing, girl? Are you okay? Yo, are you okay? Do you want to come on and give us an update? Don't if you need to save your phone power. But are you okay? Darlene is here. Yes, it would be great if Bob got a lap dance right now. It'd be great if Darlene got a fucking lap dance right now. Darlene, you're alive. We're so happy. Dude, I'm so happy. I just want to bet. I said you could fucking survive anything. Aunt Deb said you're going to die. I said you're going to live. Why do people care if the kids play on the grass? Yeah, I don't know. Because they water. Bob's the type of guy who fucking waters the grass. You hear me? You see that? Darlene, the pen is here. And Deb, I win. You owe me $50. You could go ahead and PayPal it to me. It's fine. Darlene, you're alive. I love you, bitch. What's going on? Is your house wet? Can we send you towels? What's going on? How's the hurricane? Is it bad? Is it bad? Are you okay? Yeah, Deb's going to get everyone grounded. Everyone. Yes, Darlene checked in. Darlene checked in. Are you smoking on the roof yet, Darlene? This is a great question. Sherilyn asked, are you smoking on the roof yet? If you want to follow Darlene's adventure, Rabbit dropped the link right there. Good Rabbit. What a good Rabbit. Did you flood? Do you still have a roof? Can you smoke on the roof? Still windy and wet outside or inside? By the way, me too. It's also windy and wet. Just kidding. Oh, Rubber Ducky. We're all out of order. We've been out of order. Darlene, we're watching this fucking meeting where all these people are screaming at each other. I'm going to hit play, but please feel free to give us any updates. It's okay. It's outside. So the hurricane's not in your house. Excellent. Excellent. Oh my God. Did you kids hear that? That was Dad's boyfriend coming in with a burp for you, Darlene. He has not noticed my head yet, by the way. He has not noticed my beautiful. Oh, there they are. There that he noticed. He said nothing. He turned around. He said nothing. So that's the update. Aunt Deb owes me $50. Darlene, we're glad you're alive. Daisy, live, love, Hugin. No more donations tonight. I really can't do blackface. I swore against it. I've never done it. I want to be the first Texan to not do it. So thank you. I love you. Hi, Dad's boyfriend, says Darlene. You hiding the pen in your fought? Are you? Where'd you hide the pen?
Why'd you switch to your old eyebrows?
Why'd I switch to my old eyebrows? He said. What a prick. What a prick. You hear that? You hear that, Daisy? You can have him. Fucking over here. You and him hate my eyebrows. No, Daisy loves them. But she loves them ironically, like people love Bob over here. All right, I'm going to hit play on Bob. God damn it.
Well, how else are we going to get it? Quiet?
Daisy's loving it. C. Smith is loving
You're
it.
no different.
You're a bunch of cunts.
You could show
My
leadership.
kids are
Yelling
cunts.
at each other.
You're all
You could
feral
show
cunts. I
leadership,
love
and
you to
just
death.
wanna
But you're
know-
feral.
Decorum in this
I just want to
room.
note that Mr.
No decorum in
Scollins
this
works
room.
for the taxpayers.
Darlene's alive and she's going to come beat your
No,
asses.
he's paid by the taxpayers.
All right, I need to go adjust the commas on my head. Fuck. Where's Miss Parks? Miss Parks, teach me how to do my eyebrows, please.
Do you want to table it and go through these item by item for 3 hours? It's going to be 3-2 down the line, I assume.
They
I'm
better
gonna
not have
read
heard
it
that.
again.
That's not how Robert's rules
No,
work.
well,
You don't just
let's-
assume votes.
Let's.
You have a discussion. You're not even conducting a meeting in the right way.
We will
If
go
you had a
through
code of
each one of them.
conduct,
Go ahead.
this would.
Go ahead.
We're
You
going
wanna go
through
through
each
each
one.
one? Bring it on up. Let's go.
You know, David, I don't know anything about Robert's rules, and I will never say that I do, but I know one thing that I'm assuming is part and parcel. You never accuse people that are sitting on a panel with you of covering for murderers. I spent 32 years of my life investigating convicting murderers. And now I'm sitting here as a volunteer on a committee, and you, who don't know me, you know nothing about me, you know nothing about Dr. Muse, and you're accusing us of covering.
Is this guy actually, did he actually do that, or is he a web sleuth who's out of pocket right now? I just need to know, because it sounds like, I mean, just judging by the issues. Yeah, dude, Darlene is in a hurricane right now, and she's like, boy, these guys have some control issues. I agree, Darlene. I agree. God damn it, Darlene. I'm so glad you're safe. You fucking rule, dude. Damn, dude. Is the water like, did it rise at all? They said that it changed course. Hopefully it didn't get anybody's parents or family or anything, but I'm so glad you're okay, Darlene. This rules. Rabbit's back. Darlene's safe. The old eyebrows are back, kids. And then we got a fucking police audit meeting. I'm fucking rock hard.
For murderers. I'm a little offended by that. I'm a lot offended by that. I really am.
I'm offended by what you're saying to me and what he's been
What
saying.
did I?
And to be fair, as a comic, I've always said it's okay to be offended, but you don't need to. Oh my God. For those of you wondering why there's a duck in my house, that was Dad's boyfriend ripping ass in my office. He just walked up here to the desk from outside just to rip that shit for you and then went back out. He's a feral dingbat.
What did I say to you?
This person's been
David,
saying.
But David,
to
what
me.
did
Jack has said
what did
nothing.
I say to you?
No, he didn't accuse you. He said there were people who covered for
No,
murderers.
it was
he
a
didn't
blank.
say,
It was a
Jack,
it was a
you
blanket
and you,
statement.
Dan. He didn't say that.
It was a blanket statement, and I.
Well, I think that you're feeling, of course, a natural loyalty
He
to the Massachusetts State Police,
No,
which you
no.
he
served for many
pointed
years.
to us and said, "You're covering for murderers."
I have not been a member of the state
Obviously,
police for 18 years,
because-
Kathleen.
Of Sandra Birchmore.
But that was, you retired from the Massachusetts State Police.
No, I retired from a college.
Okay.
That was my most recent employment. My loyalty currently is to the town of Canton. And I know Dr. Muse and Bob, and I know that you two want to get this done correctly. But I think the way that to get it done correctly is not to throw bobs and bricks and bats at people who are on the panel trying to accomplish the same thing.
Daisy, I swear to Christ, keep it up, girl. They'll be different tomorrow. I'll fucking shave them off.
I would never say to you,
You need to remove the chair if you want to have that type of.
Okay, Hurricane Milton update from Darlene, our weather girl on the ground in Florida, are not unhinged. Imagine like if JLR was nothing like himself and was a dope ass woman, and that they had a great personality. We got our Darlene. You could have that jack off, or you could have Darlene. I picked Darlene. A lot of water, ground, all soaked. Looks like tree branches, etc., are on the ground. Thank you, Darlene, for that update. Weather girl on the ground, Darlene. She's alive. She's rocking it this early Florida morning. How are your eyebrows, Darlene? How are the cats? Are the cats okay? Do they not give a fuck? I told you cats don't give a fuck, but they give a fuck about you, just not Milton. Milton can get fucked. I like Jen's missing tooth idea. Laura, I like your idea over here. Let's put Milton on the board. Daisy is saying scrunchy, 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 scrunchy. I completely agree. Jen's missing tooth coming in hot with a bob. Looks like he's waiting for a tea bag. He absolutely is. Oh my God. Oh shit, dude. Oh God, someone screenshot this so we can put dicks in Bob's mouth. All right, Sherilyn coming in with the hot question. Did Bob go to sleep? It looks like he passed out or is having a bit of an acid flashback to Vietnam. Go, Bob. You're having a great morning. Darlene says, cats are fine. Excellent, excellent. So are my eyebrows. LEB coming in hot with a ha 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 emoji. And C. Smith is saying, all right, to Sherilyn, to which I agree. Right.
Again, motion to remove the chair.
Second.
Aye.
Discussion on, let's have a discussion.
Oh, we can have a
Discussion on.
By the way, this reminds me of in Frasier when they were trying to take his dad's chair. Do you remember when they tried to move the chair out of the apartment and Bob is sitting in it like Frasier's dad? I'm not fucking going anywhere.
Any discussion?
Darlene in the middle of a hurricane getting a screenshot of Bob with his mouth open, waiting to get teabagged. Go, Darlene. You're the best.
I think we're way too far beyond that. And that
Auntie Deb, she's in a fucking hurricane. She didn't get her bag yet, dude. Also, I think I might have already told her, but she probably got her bag. I don't know. Darlene, did you get your bag? Did you from your auntie?
I'm against that motion.
Agree completely, Kim. Furry butt plugs would make this meeting so much better.
Yes.
C. Smith says, oh.
Jack? No. Dan? No.
Darlene says, hi, Auntie Deb. Daisy, Live Love Hugin says, Niles is mine.
It's the arrogance, I think, that bothers the taxpayers.
You can have
Bob
Niles.
And Randy.
Does?
Randy, too.
Who's
The
Never
never
going to be
arrogance.
trust
I-
restored
I-
in this.
and-
Wait, you want to be his Maris, Daisy? Interesting. Okay.
She
We
smirked
have a
back at
police
me.
force
just to
that's
disprove it.
biased.
Yeah, thank you so
Trying
much,
to
Inspector
establish-
Gadget coming in hot. What do you think about Bob picking his nose? Is it a pick or a scratch? You decide.
establish police reform that can create some sort of unbiased police that's not just for a select few people in town.
Again, this is
we
an
want
audit.
to be able to have trust restored and equitable.
Yeah, Darlene fucking loved it when I said that Florida should break off and float away. She was fucking in, dude. She was in. 100, dude. Darlene was ready, dude. But you know what? She survived. Milton took off. Darlene freaked out Milton, and that's what I love about her.
Policing. For instance, we had a diversity
Already got him
equity,
in my
inclusion
pocket.
committee established at the fallout of the George
Nose hair
Floyd
pull? Could be.
riots to
Did he just say George Floyd to a room full of Irishmen? Going back. What? This is not going to go well for Bob. This is not. Bob is about to get. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Bob about to pop the fuck off?
Yeah.
We're trying to
Thank you
establish
so
police
much,
reform
Darlene.
that can create some sort of unbiased police that's not just for a select few people in town.
Again, this is
we
an
want
audit.
to be able to have trust restored and
Sir, you're
equitable
making
policing.
our audit
For instance, we had
incredibly
a
boring.
diversity, equity, inclusion committee established at the fallout of the George Floyd riots to
Here we go.
deal with police issues. And Miss Halley could speak to what happened to her on that committee when she attempted to address some issues. The committee was not intended,
Oh,
didn't do what it was intended to do. And there's no place in this town for people to turn to that.
Darlene, I did see one news report that said that the mail was going to be delayed a couple of days, and that was before the hurricane. I wonder if it's going to go down since it's not doing as much damage as they anticipated. I know it's doing a ton of damage, but they anticipated much worse. So I do wonder how that's going to work. Did you guys get mail after Helene? And if so, how long did that take? And also, I got your email about Nadine. First of all, who's coming up with these fucking hurricane names, dude?
Issues.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Deborah, can you go get Daryl? Can you go get Daryl for us? Please get Daryl. I'm screenshotting this one personally. Darlene likes a good hair pull.
With the police. And there needs to be a change here. The select board's obviously not doing any kind of reform. They're just turning a blind eye to it. They don't care. Half of their family works on the police department. It's turned into what appears to be an organized crime ring in this town.
Again,
And
Can we stop with the soliloquy?
please do not use
concentrate on
and
these
this-
questions.
There is nothing in there that they've done that says it's an
there's the
organized
appearance
crime.
of it, sir.
There is not.
That's the reason for the audit.
There is not.
I
They
hate
had
the hurricane
nothing to
names.
do
What about
with the
Hurricane
Sanders
Bob?
case except to secure the crime.
Amy's a
scene.
member for 3 months.
The
Fuck yeah,
medical-
Amy.
The medical
That's so true.
examiner said that it was a suicide.
That's about to get pissed. About to get my pissed off eyebrows on. I'm about to get pissed off eyebrows. I'm so pissed off. The medical examiner determined it was a suicide. Shut the fuck. Oh, now you're gonna talk? Oh, did someone put a quarter in your mouth, motherfucker?
As well, the state police comes in once it is
Oh, you
secured. I'm
did?
sure Jack could articulate that a lot better than I could.
They
since
did
he
far
was a
more than
state
that.
Mr.
police.
Chair,
They
this
did
person is
investigate
giving
Oh
me
my
death
God, this
threats
dude.
right here, Mr. Scollins. He's giving me an eye that just looks like he wants to kill me. And
that-
you know
is
what?
that-
I've been intimidated.
He looks like he wants to kill me and then sprinkle fucking car parts on me on his lawn. He actually does. And you should be afraid and you should get the fuck away from these dudes because they're fucking terrifying, dude.
In this town. I have the police
Rita, you should be out of this
parking
room.
next to me when I go to pick up
So please
my
leave.
dinner. You know, it's
Hmm?
unfortunate.
All right.
I asked you to leave, so.
Rita,
I
make a
wait. Rita just popped back in, dude. Rita just popped back in. This is so far my favorite part. This is my favorite part. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, that's so funny. That is so funny. She just popped back the fuck in and said that this is like when George Costanza got fired. Remember when George Costanza got fired? And what did he fucking do? He went back to work and pretended like nothing happened. Rita just George Costanza at the police. Rita just George Costanza at the police audit committee meeting. Oh my God, dude.
Motion that nothing is said
Excuse
except
me.
has.
Excuse me, I had as a matter of record, anybody can go and look at the police reports.
You sent me the
involving Sandra
teabag
Birchmore,
video?
And the Canton
Oh
police
my God.
were involved
Bob,
in the investigation during the early days, the most critical moments
you
of
can't
any
kick out a
investigation
Rita, dude.
unfold. For example, now Lieutenant Lank went through all of the video, and in fact, in his report, he has the wrong date on it. We have 3 reports from Canton patrolmen
Yeah, he is.
who were there at the scene. So
Yep.
to say that the Canton police were not involved is not correct.
But
What
they
does
already
this
had
do?
Rita removed. They had her removed, and then she just pops back the fuck in.
The audit that we're trying to figure out on the questions.
I'm just correcting
What-
something that was
no.
said that was incorrect.
Let's concentrate on what we're here for tonight, not speculating on 2 trials we shouldn't be even discussing. So what else you go down the list?
We
Let's
have the
go.
police here, so I think we're probably going to have a break.
Well, I think they're only here for Rita to.
Excuse me, I'm getting death threats.
Yeah, but Mr.
Well,
Scollins
it looks
spoke
like he
out
wants
as
to
well.
kill me.
So if you're removing
Not
Rita,
reprimanded that Rita did,
you need.
and I
oh,
reprimanded her.
See, this is the problem with the town. There's no equity in this town.
No,
There's
because
no
Throw out, make the woman
It's
leave,
so
and the man who
biasly
broke,
one-sided
the man
as
who
you're
broke the law
proving
gets
in
to
the
stay,
moment.
but the woman who broke the law has to leave. Oh, that's so funny, Randy.
No.
Oh, the arrogance.
Are you going to continue with this list, or how
Oh
you
my
want it done?
God.
Please proceed,
Go.
Mr. Chair.
He's going to give him pop-pops. Look at
Will
that
the
face.
audit process be delayed until the conclusion of another investigation, internal, state, or federal? The audit process is intended to be independent of all other matters. So we're saying we can't have an internal investigation. So it's going to be independent of internal matters. That doesn't make sense. You know, the part of this audit is to review the internal affairs investigation, which, as the document states, they don't even have a procedure for documenting that. So we need to see how that even
I'm starting to think that they're not taking this seriously.
happened.
What did you want it to say?
I read that answer, and to me, that's saying no. That's what that answer says to me.
I move to change the answer to no.
Okay, you have a motion?
Second.
Mm.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Roll.
It's just really sad when people who have a voice and have an opportunity to make a difference with that voice, like let's say they have followers, or maybe they run a cult, or maybe they run a police audit meeting. It's just really sad when they don't take these serious issues seriously. And it really bums me out, because it's like, where's the respect? You know what I mean? Like, at what point do we stop and go, hey, enough of this goofiness. Let's be for real, guys. Like, this is our town, This is our town. Let's take this seriously. And that's why I thank you for coming here for serious journalism. This is a place that I hope to grow and make into something that maybe, I don't know, rivals the coverage of like NBC, CNN, Fox, and gives you something fair and balanced, and most importantly, respectful. Do you understand? God, just what is the world coming to?
Aye.
No.
No. 3-2.
So you just moved to change it
No,
to no.
Dave,
You
what I
you
said,
would
I'm
change
looking
it
at
to
that
no, and then
and-
you vote no on it. So
No, I'm not.
sending mixed signals here.
I also am not a lawyer.
Mhm.
I look at that, and to me, the answer is no.
Exactly. And we want to change the answer to no, and you just voted not to change
Okay,
it to no.
what's next? What's next?
Move that we change the second answer to no.
Okay.
Here we go,
Second.
changing answers again.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No. 3-2.
Tree 2.
One.
Will information be unavailable or delayed to the auditor
Three.
based on ongoing or upcoming criminal or civil court cases?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I just
The
have
audit
nice
process
eyebrows.
is intended to be independent of all matters. So we can't look at any other criminal case that has ever been looked at. You're sending a signal to potential bidders. So
What is it you want in this place?
Listen to me, Curious Wendy. What is it you want in this place? I second what Bob says. What is it you want? Do you want perfect eyebrows, or do you want no eyebrows? I don't see what's wrong with these. I think they look good. I think I look Christ-like.
no would be what we want in
It
this
took him too
place.
long to
No?
answer. Professionalism. That's what we strive for on this channel.
But we've already voted that, so we
Mhm.
would have to vote to
Of the
reconsider.
committee meeting? Good, darling.
So we can't look at.
Yeah, get
you're
serious.
telling the auditor they can't look at anything that you voted on to put into the proposal.
Don't
All
say
things we
anything.
voted on, these were
What's
unanimous.
next? What's
So
next?
you're telling
I
me
know
this
how
is
good they look.
Doing the whole scope on the fly through these questions. and
What's
answers.
next on the questions you want to change?
What information?
Thank you
will
for
be
calling your
available
dad handsome. I
digitally
appreciate that.
versus having to review in person.
Where is this? What page?
It's the
Go
next
clean your
question
room,
down on the
Turd
first
and Jen.
page, sir.
Before.
All information that can be provided digitally will be if reasonably possible.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna honor your request and I'm going to leave the meeting as you request.
Is that fucking Rita? Did she just wait 20 minutes to go, I'm going to honor your request and I'm going to leave now? That is hilarious. I fucking love Rita. Also, I don't know what you guys are talking about. My eyebrows have been the same since I started the stream.
And Mr. Stallings, I know you're so happy. Look at you shaking your head. You're so happy. And you know what?
She knows what makes you happy.
Because I respect those guys out there, and I don't want to compromise them.
Mm.
I'm doing this for them, for this town.
Thank you.
don't care about this town. You only care about Randy Scollins.
Who the fuck is Randy Scarlins? Was that like a beef from high school? What just happened? Did Rita take that guy to prom? What's going on?
That's funny, Mr. Scollins? Is this why you left Foxborough?
Darlene,
Why did
I'll
you
do
have to
your
leave
eyebrows.
Foxborough?
Is that that's out of order?
Rita came back again.
That's right. That's a matter of public record.
All right, that's out of order.
Someone played the moose flute and Rita showed up.
You want it up on?
She's
the up and
Auntie
up?
Rita.
Let's say what you mean. You mean
We
what you
have
say.
a public servant who the taxpayers pay.
No, we're not going to discuss that. We're discussing
Smirking
these
in the
questions and
audience.
answers. That's it.
This is a disruption to the committee,
I
just the
find
same
it-
way
What
you
is your
kick
next
someone
question?
else out, sir.
I find
He's
him
here
to be
to
very
intimidate
disruptive.
me.
Rita ain't got
And
me.
he's
Here to
laughing.
disrupt. And look at him.
All right. What is your next one and what do you want?
Sir, I would like to have him removed.
No. For what reason?
Because he's got a big dumb gut and he's staring at me funny.
For
His
reasons discussed. The way he's just staring at me, it looks like he
Mhm.
wants to kill me.
And he's
Well,
smirking and laughing.
I like and respect Mr. Collins, so as far as I'm concerned, he can stay.
He's smirking
Well, I like and respect Rita, so she gets to stay.
and laughing. It's
Actually,
very
we'll bring it to a vote.
disrespectful.
Who wants Mr.
Mhm.
Collins to leave?
It's
Whoa,
gonna be
whoa,
Rita
whoa.
too.
Time out. For a woman,
Taking a
you
vote.
kick her out and call the police. For a white man,
Oh,
you do a
jeez.
Let's
vote.
give him a seat of honor.
3-2, Mr. Collins stays.
That's
Wait,
not a
wait.
vote.
Okay, let's move
Okay,
on to
good
the
luck.
next
Well, time
question.
out. Could we do a vote for Rita?
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Daisy, never feel guilty. All you guys have to do to support me is show up. And even if you can't, I'm not going to be mad. Just pop in once in a while and let me know that you guys are safe and okay and I'm fine. But we thank you very much for supporting me and my new eyebrows. I do plan on getting Hugin's eyebrows done soon. So I promise I will. I will. You want to see the meeting bigger? Okay. Okay.
vote for Rita to stay.
Let's
will
do
be
it.
3-2.
I move that Rita gets to stay.
Second. I second
Rita
that.
stay?
I vote that
No,
Rita
no,
gets to stay.
3-2.
This
The
is
committee
like,
was
Okay,
designed
this is
to
like
be
a-
this way.
What's your next?
Wait,
What's your
what are we
next
voting
one?
on?
Otherwise, we're going to be here till
Yeah,
midnight.
are you
lost
just going to
track.
sit there with
I
a
don't
little
know. I
smirk,
mean-
go 3-2 every time
Yep.
after every vote? This
All right.
is,
I want the vote for Mr. Scollins put up again.
I move to reconsider Mr. Scollins' vote.
Second.
Go ahead, put it up.
Move to reconsider in second. So
No.
Turn that phone off, babe.
I'm in favor of it.
aye.
3-2.
Okay, so now we have a motion to remove Mr. Scollins from the room.
I second
So
that
we-
motion that Mr.
motion to-
Scollins be
I
removed from
second
the
that
room.
motion, Jen.
Second.
I
I'm sorry, I
second
motion.
that he be removed so we can get this done.
All right, so 3-2, Mr. Collins, would you, thank you. Okay, what's the next one you want and what changes?
So we were, before the interruption, what information will be available digitally versus having to review in person? And town council, who's not supposed to be involved in this, all information can be provided digitally if reasonably possible. So are there no written records? Are there no faxes? Are there no letters?
Written.
We know of cases where letters have been sent in.
What do you want to replace it with?
So all information can be provided
I'm good, I'm
digitally,
good. I just want to see how far along we get.
and if written
He's
records,
just talking over him.
faxes, or letters exist, they too shall be provided.
That's a motion?
I second.
That's the motion.
Second.
All those in
Wait,
favor?
wait, so isn't
Opposed?
that's what it's saying, that if it's available digitally, they'll give it? Because the question,
versus having to review in person.
So there may be records that have to be
There may
digital.
be physical hard records.
And it says all information that will be provided digitally will be provided digitally.
For instance, what about evidence? Evidence can't be, not all
Get that.
evidence
So
can be
I'm not
looked at
sure what your
digitally.
concern is.
That
What information will be available digitally versus having to
So if you have
review in person?
a
And they're
vendor,
saying all information that can be provided digitally will be provided digitally, but they're not going to, and I think it's a safe assumption that the rest you'll have to see in person.
I mean, this makes
the
sense to
Canton
me.
police
Just
were
do it
like,
digitally,
he's
and it's
waving
not
to
going to be
you
that
to come
hard,
outside.
right?
So I would actually like him to come inside because I would feel more
Mhm.
comfortable in here.
Yep, bring him inside.
Just
Take this
motion
shit
for you to
seriously.
come
Quit
Just
fucking
wave
around,
his finger
people.
through that window at me.
This is a whole town.
So the Canton police are disrupting
Yep.
It's a whole
the
town in
audit that's
turmoil,
overseeing them.
and nobody
In
cares.
In your
In
opinion,
my
you
opinion,
guys-
they're actually doing it. They're
You guys are
biased.
safe. You guys are, the well-connected townies are safe. It's only the 75% of the town that pays most
Oh,
of the police
shit.
force, pays for most of the
A
police
well-connected
salaries that
town.
are
Can we get a shirt that says "well-connected townie" and then on the back it says "safe"?
about
what
What
is the
is-
definition of a townie?
Oh my fucking god! Did he just? Did he just say what is the definite? It's someone, sir. It's someone who fucks.
that's irrelevant.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm not a townie.
You are.
I think
you
guys
are
qualify
relevant.
as well-connected. You're on.
I've
I'd
been a
like it all
carpetbagger
on the
for
record
40
here in the
years.
room if you'd like to speak to
Kathleen,
me.
this is the
Mhm.
first time
Speak
I've
to
ever had any involvement in any kind of town government. The only other thing that I've been involved in is
This
Little League
cop just walked in. He's like, "Who do you want me to kill?"
baseball. I'm not a townie.
Mhm.
Never have been.
We asked them to leave the building and they're gone, so.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that is your,
That was your
Correct.
intimidation from the police you were talking about?
That police was supposed to intimidate them, and he came in. And he's like, "Is it cool if I go to the bathroom?" Like, what just happened?
Do you have a motion on this one that you want to change?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. My brows aren't changing at all. They look fine.
I've put it out there.
could you say it again, please? For
I don't know what
Article
you're talking
4,
about.
correct?
Article
Yep.
4?
I'm not gaslighting you kids.
Questions on the page that Bob, Mr. Chair, provided were not numbered.
Up there,
So
but up
after
there.
looking
4.
at the whiteboard,
Just a normal forehead with normal eyebrows, guys. I don't know what you kids are talking about. You're out of control. Rabbit's back.
So you're talking about what information will be available digitally versus.
Thank
having
you,
to
Miss
review in
Jessica.
person.
Got my brows done today by the Canton Select Board.
yes.
Okay.
So
And it says all information that can be provided digitally will be if reasonably possible.
Mhm. Caller's Flight changed your name. What is a juggalo?
do you
versus
wanna
having
change
to
it to?
review in person.
Thank
So
you,
all
Darlene.
hard records.
Darlene is in a hurricane and sending us screenshots. She's a trooper of the month, if you will. Darlene, top child, quickly moving up to top child. Everybody pull your rank. Darlene's going to make you look stank. Let's keep going with this police audit committee meeting.
Will be reviewed in person.
Ribbit
Qualifying
sticky.
something that we're not sure that has to be qualified. Again, I
Don't
would
you
be
fucking
against
qualify
changing
me.
what town council has put in there.
Are you trying to fucking qualify me as a townie? You fucking liberal. Like, these motherfuckers. What's a townie? Sir, it's someone who lives in town. You dumb asshole.
But you can vote. Go ahead, have a motion, and let's see where it goes.
Guess what? Things have changed since I was a kid. Women can vote now. Have fun with it, Rita. That's what this guy's fucking. Jesus. Well, ever since your lady bird brains were allowed to vote, everything's been different in this fucking town.
You don't have to smirk at me.
It is embarrassing.
I'm not
It's
smart.
embarrassing because no one's taking this shit seriously and they're all acting like toddlers. I feel like I'm the only one taking it seriously.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna make a motion or not?
I'm going to make a motion on your ocean, Bob.
He's reading.
Push your ass out to sea, brother. Mm-hmm.
I move that the committee provide information
Mm-hmm. You had to bash a cop in the front
digitally,
yard to join.
and
Mm-hmm.
if the information is not provided in a digital format, all hard records shall be reviewed.
My record's hot. I'm so sorry.
Is that the motion?
I don't know what you're talking about. These are my permanent eyebrows, Wendy.
In person?
I got them tattooed on.
In person.
Okay,
Thank
I'll
you. I
second that.
deserve to be locked up like Brittany.
So we were trying to get answers from the town council, like how much there is on this.
Yes,
and
it all
this
makes
is- They
sense.
just answer it with such a generic answer that we don't even really know what information is really out
You
there.
mean
This is
dick
why we
plump or
tried to
duck
ask the
plump?
police. So we just got an instructionless
Oh, what
answer.
the fuck was that noise?
In your
Is Bob adjusting his fucking microphone? That hurt my ears, Bobbert.
opinion,
Fuck.
Do you think this satisfies what the
in
the
your opinion,
vendor
you
is
think it's
looking
an
for?
obstructionist answer.
It-
In
it-
your
it
opinion.
obviously
In my
does not-
opinion, I think it's fine.
Oh, fuck. Can we just get Bob to
Obviously
storm
does
the
not
Capitol so he
satisfy
can be
what the vendor
happy?
is looking for,
Well,
and it's going to
in
make
your
it
opinion,
difficult
again, in
for
your
these
opinion.
people.
Dude,
Let's
please
just
send her to
everything
Bob.
that we each are saying is our opinion, and you could stop interrupting David, please.
You know, you're
Oh.
making
Instructions
it
from-
near impossible. You're
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am in the hat. Don't tell me what to do. My name's fucking Bob.
making me repeat things. We had a motion on the table. You withdrew
This really is like that show Veep, and he's Jonah, and I just feel so bad for
it,
him.
and then you asked me to do it again. So it's unfortunate. That's
Yo, you know what's fucked up, Rabbit? You can't FedEx rubber duckies if you're for real. Do you know that you can fucking mail a potato? If you can get the thing to stick with the address on it and then put a stamp on it, they will mail a potato. Not even fucking around. Just as is, not in the package.
it's just not how the
Fascinating.
rules of decorum work under. They might work under Robert McCarthy's rules of decorum, but that's not under Robert's rules, which the town is following. The town council already said you didn't.
I'm
follow
following
the
Robert
rules on
McCarthy's rules of decorum. That's the book we read in 8th grade, so that's what I'm going by.
opening of the meeting.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he
We
didn't.
have the
In your
email from-
interpretation,
I have
and
the
most of your
email from the-
interpretations have been wrong, and they continue.
Bob is the guy who got so pissed when they
Continue to
went
be wrong.
from fucking Strunkford and White to fucking AP style. Bob lost his fucking shit.
So you have a motion that you voted
Potato,
on this,
potato, potato, potato.
both of you? Ayes? Those against?
No.
3-2. Next one.
What limitations on access to the facility or personnel will the
shit.
audit group have? for
Uh-oh.
Police department, town employees, and select board members, current and former, is the question. The answer is all access is legally permissible, will be provided if reasonably possible. And we granted unfettered access to
C. Smith is
the
keeping
audit. So
score.
there should be no limitations, should be the answer. So I move that no limitations be the answer.
You have a second?
Oh, motherfuckers trying to be a no limit soldier. I'm getting ready for work and I just spit toothpaste all over the place from laughing so hard. Thank you for making my morning great, Inspector Gadget. Thank you for joining us live from wherever you are. Spitting toothpaste. I hope you hawk-tuit it on your loved ones. I want to mail potatoes to everyone like Oprah. You can. You absolutely can. You can mail a potato if you put a stamp in that. You can write the address actually in permanent marker, and then if the stamp sticks, they must mail that shit. Not equip, but mail that shit. It still works. It rhymes. It's fine. I was just late to stream because I was in a weather cam live fighting with Brazilians about soccer. Oh my God. I hope you won. And also, the soccer games in Mexico are insane. I'm not going to say why, but if you go watch some of them, oh my God, the chants. Woo! Oh my God, turd. Classical turd behavior. True. You can catch turd on the weeknights fucking fighting with Brazilians about soccer. And you can catch your dad in many forms fighting with psychics. So, that's just how it is. Darlene, I saw what you did. Uh-oh, what Darlene did. Holy shit.
Second, yes.
All those in favor? All
Darlene.
those opposed?
No.
3-2.
So
Next.
what you all are doing, you're reinventing the scope with these answers.
No.
We provided this in our preamble of the scope, and all three of you are reinventing the wheel by changing.
These answers
scope.
still refer back to the RFP and the
Perfect.
scope of services as written.
Portuguesa.
You understand that, don't you? This will be an addendum. that'll go into the RP that is still there. If
Yes,
it's anything
see
in
that
the
I did.
RP,
Yes.
that
Did you
still
do it
applies.
in
If it's in the
USED
scope of
form?
services, it still applies. This is just answering questions that were submitted that will go out as an addendum.
But
And it's,
to go on to what the Strim group says is that
Who's the Strim group? What is that? Is that like, is it some lawyers?
what do we do when there's a case of obstruction? And
You sit down, you shut up, you don't say a fucking word, you little rat.
this, the way these questions are
Classic nerd.
answered is they provide a way for obstruction.
well,
And-
in your opinion. And I disagree.
You know,
In your opinion, a dictionary tells you what words mean. In your opinion, sir.
you don't even let me talk. It's just not fair to be on a
Mhm.
committee with the way you're treating individuals like this, Bob. Like,
Yeah, but what about Bob?
I can't believe you're in charge of a $250 million debt project. Like, no, he's not. He's in charge of the largest debt project, $250 million in this town. And
No, I'm not.
Take
and
him.
these
No,
meetings
no, I'm
probably
not.
happened in secret.
No, I am not. You have a school building committee. You have a school committee. You have the MSBA involved in it. And you have the architect, the OPM, all of those. I'm not in charge. And for you to say that, you don't know what you're talking about.
In your opinion.
In your opinion. Yep.
In my
Did you just
opinion.
call me a fucking European? Bob's about to freak
So
out.
can we just stipulate that
Not a cat.
everybody
Not
who
a cat.
speaks tonight in the committee, it is their
it
opinion.
Their opinion. Okay.
It is their opinion. So Bob, you don't have to interrupt us when we're saying something you
Mhm.
don't like to
That's
say.
fine.
In your
I'll
opinion,
try
it's not
to
my
bite
opinion.
We'll
my
make a
tongue
drop
on
of
that.
smoke.
Okay, next one.
She's
I'll
undergoing
let you
chemo.
read this one, Mr. McCarthy.
Why should I read it? I don't want to change it.
Why should I read it? He can't read. That's what this is all about. He can't fucking read. Is he holding Charlie's dream book? What's going on here?
No, not at this time.
Bob the builder of
Strictly
complex
this
in Canton. That's so great. You were right. You did it again, turd. Turd
usually
at
at
him
the
again.
select
McCarthy, I
board,
move
they let
that-
people speak.
I move that we allow questions and answers on agenda.
Select board really sounds like a soup. Like it sounds like soupy. Like Campbell Select. Like this is Canton Select. Like just putting select on it doesn't make me think it's a better soup, you fucking turds and perverts. This is a fucking weird town.
Items.
I don't
in
think
this
it's
meeting.
on.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You have a motion on that?
Yes, I move
You have a
motion.
motion on that?
that we move to
Give
allow
them an
questions
enema.
and answers on
Darlene says, I
agenda
agree,
items.
Darlene.
I second that motion.
Then you
Okay.
get the pen
All
out.
those Opposed?
In the past, we've allowed them to speak at the end,
Yeah.
correct?
At the end, that's correct.
And then we will still allow them
Yeah,
to
that's
speak.
correct. So opposed. So 3-2 again.
You voted for them. That's not how you do
Nodded
it.
when
You just
he-
said, these guys.
David,
you
he
didn't
said
even have a
opposed and I
vote.
nodded in
You
agreement.
just said opposed.
And I
You just recited the vote. You didn't
That's-
ask us.
Is this
What's
how
the next
like you
one?
approved $250 million, Bob?
David,
$250 million?
Order,
Are
David.
you kidding me?
I nodded when he said opposed.
Do we have, can we start doing roll call votes?
I thought that's what we were doing.
You voted for everybody, Bob.
What's the next one?
Like this committee has turned into
What's
a
the next
laughing
one,
stock.
Dave?
This whole town is
It's
a
true.
laughing stock. It's a joke. And this is the way the Canton Mafia runs the town.
Yep.
And
Canton
it has
Mafia.
to stop.
Canton Mafia.
The Canton,
What is the Canton Mafia?
Who's in
We're
the?
looking at it
Fathers
right here.
Italian Association.
The people who don't care about democracy. This is an authoritarian way to run a meeting, Bob. It's not democracy.
this is not democracy. I
Are
100%
we
agree.
involved in this mafia too? I mean,
I just would like to know.
You guys belong to the town club?
I do not.
You belong to the town club?
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
you
I
do.
don't, you know what? You assumed I did.
I
And
did
you
assume
said,
that.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
surprised
you
you're
are
not.
correct.
Never
I don't
I-
either.
Mm.
Kathleen.
Have I been in the town club?
These guys sound pretty pissed off that they're not in the mafia. Like they really do sound like they feel like they've been left out of something. And I feel like her squealing and narking on the mafia is like rude. Like if you're gonna be in a mafia, don't tell people about it. Isn't the first rule of mafia don't tell people about the mafia? I really do feel like I'm the only one who really cares. Like I feel like I'm the only person taking this shit seriously. I feel like I'm the only person who genuinely wants Canton to get better. And these guys are over here getting pissed off about the mafia. Like, come on, Bob. Have a heart, dude. This is a city at stake. What is this, a fucking circus? What is it? Is it some kind of psycho circus you're trying to run, Bob? God damn.
Yes.
Have we lost all respect for city and town constitutions?
I also go to the hockey rink.
Don't fucking bring hockey into the. Oh my God, he invoked hockey.
Ball fields.
Next one, Dave, please.
Town club. Don't bring up the town club. You know what happened at the town club. This is embarrassing.
We're on to a money question. Does it disqualify a bidder if the bidder believes the project will be completed within 5 months? Does it disqualify a
Not be-
bid?
I think it says not, right? I didn't hear the not.
Will not be completed in 5 months? Does it disqualify a bid if the bidder is over $200,000? This is a very important one. You just wanted to skate
Bob's like, who you calling bidder?
by approving the whole document. So the 5-month period, that was one of those ministerial items that Mr.
I've never joined the ministry.
Scollins added into the contract. That's not something the committee voted on. When you look at our
Oh, trust me, turd knows. Turd's in the turd mafia.
government bylaw modernization committee,
They really do.
giving about 16 months to complete the project. This is probably the quickest procurement that the town has ever done. 5 months is what they're looking for a very comprehensive audit. And town council knew this scope. Randy Scollins knew this scope was very comprehensive. And they
Who the fuck is Randy Scollins? These people keep bringing him up. Is he in Gay Jeff's basement? What's going on here? Why don't we ever see Scollins?
after the fact and injected the shortest time frame in the history of a town's RFP.
We did discuss having the
Is the RFP like a Scientology score? Be honest. Is RFP like when they measure your thetans? I think that's what's going on. What are you talking about, Sharpie? Who's a Sharpie? You're saying this guy's very sharp? Oh, okay. I could agree with that. They're alive and well in Chicago. They absolutely are. I can't really hear it, but I feel like it's way more fun than this. I'm obsessed with the white helmet here. This guy over here, he's got his little headset on right now. He's talking to Hillary Clinton. He's trying to get her to shred document. I saw one of you guys make that joke. Fucking rude. Hilarious, though. Cough, cough, hawk tua, says Sherilyn. Where is the turtle boy when you need him? Yeah, where's Turtleman, dude? Get the Turt in here. Turt Ferguson. Hey, Turd Ferguson, why don't you be Turt Ferguson and go in Turtle Boy's chat?
report available for town meeting. So it didn't come from Mr. Collins, it came from this committee.
No, this was actually sent out via email after we voted on it.
No,
So
we had discussed
we
having
did
this
not
report
have
done
the
in
legal
time for town meeting.
excuse me, sir, I'm trying to speak.
Yeah.
Bob's like, I don't fucking use my email, you scumbag.
So we did
and you're
not have the
overspeaking me.
legal documentation until after we adjourned our meeting. We didn't have the full document. We just
Wait, Randy Scollins is the finance director. How many fucking people work in this town? How many fucking people work in this town and have who's the CFO? Who's the talent coordinator? Who's the PA? Like, how many more fucking positions can we give in this town? Who's the keeper of the pen? Can we make it Darlene? I have so many questions. What for such a tiny little town, they got too many people running it. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe there's too many cooks in the fucking kitchen and they're all making food with raisins and carrots in it. What is going on with these creepy whites?
had our scope we voted on. So if you want to learn the details, you should probably go back and watch the tape. But the anticipated milestones, that was
He just looked at him like, do you hear this fucking guy? Go back. Why don't you watch the tape? Like he's fucking talking to Pat McAfee about a kick.
Excuse me,
Tell
sir,
me
I'm
again.
trying to speak.
Yeah.
So we did
and
not
you're
have the
overspeaking me.
legal documentation.
Don't be
until
boring.
After we adjourned our meeting. We didn't
Enjoy.
have the full document. We just had our scope we voted on. So if you want to learn the details,
Yo,
you should probably
good point. Jen's missing tooth. You think he busted a fart? Do you think that lean was from a fart? I had my suspicions. I didn't want to say it, but you said it.
go back and
The
watch
tape. Look at the tapes.
But the anticipated milestones, that was added by 2 people with ministerial duties that aren't even supposed to be involved in the project.
Why the fuck isn't Randy here? If it comes down to what Randy says they can afford, where the fuck is Randy?
I disagree, and you're wrong. But let's
I'd
move
like
on.
to add that when we spoke about giving a report to town meeting, that
You must be this feet tall to get in Darlene's head. You got that?
it wasn't clear in my mind that that would be a final report. I mean, that could be that we wanted a report for
It
town
was
meeting.
because we were afraid how many people would show up. It was a final
They really kicked him out? Are you fucking kidding me?
report that was going.
Wait. The guy who... Hold on. Let me get big for this one. The guy who decides on the budget, the guy who tells them that they can afford it, like the guy who picks yes or no, the guy who gets the final say, they kicked him out? Oh, this is oh, I didn't realize the level of crazy. I do apologize. I've never thought to do that. I've never thought, like, imagine you're like, I don't know, some parents have to go apply to get their kids into schools, right? Imagine you go to the interview and you kick out the fucking dean. Is that what they did? Oh, this is going to go well for them.
Going to be done originally in March and pushed to April because we were going to be behind schedule. So don't tell me the Scollins and the others made the 5 months. We did here.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
Trey?
What meeting?
You want to go to Gray Pubes and just say hi to each other? God damn it. Our window for that was very narrow. And I believe a couple JB Turd, a bunch of people got kicked out. Funny though. Went back and watched it. Still proud of myself. I feel no shame. Again, I'm the only one who takes this shit seriously. Like when it comes to like crime and like, you know what I mean? City government specifically, especially like when a town is in shambles and everything's falling apart and like there are real people's livelihoods on the line. Your dad's coming in hot, caring, okay? Caring, reading, you know, doing all the things. And I really wish these people gave half as much of a fuck as me, who takes things very seriously. Like you're never gonna catch me like outside like these guys fucking screaming, okay? I would never. First of all, look at Bob's eyebrows; they're so fucked up. You know, I know what I'm talking about.
What meeting did we do it at?
I don't know right now, but I'm not.
Because we didn't do
What?
it.
What's the next one you want to go
A
over?
Jones? So is your sister's name Turd 2 Jones?
We haven't even finished discussing it.
Yeah,
The next part of it's the $200,000, and what if it goes
You got
over?
kicked out too
Just
early?
like
I wasn't
every
paying
other
attention.
project you procured that you said went under budget, Bob, has gone over. It's gonna go over. The way you added in a financial audit.
Oh, it's going
into
over.
this, where it was supposed to
My
be
last
policies
time?
and
Okay.
procedures, you purposely did that to make it go over so you could sit here and say, well, the petition.
Yeah, but you can get on the rides where you get your fucking ears pulled, Darlene. Got you, bitch.
Didn't have enough money. They researched this.
No.
So,
Dude in Texas, that's called cutting your eyes. He's out here cutting his eyes at me. Someone do something about this. Handle this son of a bitch.
if it goes over, what are we going to do? We have to have options as a town. As
Should have been a
committee.
street
We
soldier,
don't
not a
wanna
thug.
Just deny vendors the option. We're
Mhm.
going to end
Yeah,
up
man.
with bid
What are you talking
protests
about?
as a result of this. There's
It says.
town could face lawsuits the way you're conducting a meeting, Bob.
I don't think so.
Okay.
What it says is any proposal must meet the specifications of the RP. What is it you want to change it to? You keep getting off the subject. You talk about it. What is it you want it to say?
Well,
Okay, wait. I can follow this. Bath Toy gang member colors flight, right? Look at your little baby Hoogan, your little one-eyed baby Hoogan. What a precious little angel that little kid that he is. This is the best like summary of this fuck shit that I've seen. The 3 dudes took a break and met with Randy in the hall. Randy, the CFO, if you will, the finance guy. And it pissed off these 2, we'll just call them the libs. Can we call them Proud Boys and
We
Antifa?
eliminate
So Antifa, I'm sorry. I'm literally trying to piss people off. I'm so sorry. The twos and Rita got pissed off. So they kicked out Randy, and then the three whites kicked out Rita. Okay, I get it.
5 months, and we're
You
saying
hit the poll.
any-
We're gonna
we're
sing
just
some
putting
Christian
broad
songs.
Language. All proposals must be the specifics of the
Oh,
RFP.
shit, the
I just want the
Joneses?
public to be aware of what happened in this case. I know you're not going to change it. I know you folks aren't going to change it. So I just want to let the public know
I wish that really did
Randy
happen, did it?
Scollins and town council put a very short time frame in on this on purpose.
Bob, you
they
are a
knew it
fucking
was
disgrace.
a pretty elaborate
Bob.
scope. They didn't see it was.
Bob, you're a fucking disgrace to Canton. Bob, you're a, how do you say, what do you want, your fucking period? Bab, you're a fucking disgrace.
Something very small. They put a time frame in that was unattainable. So I know you're going to vote no, so I'm not even going to push a motion on it.
Yo, wait, that really fucking happened? Can we see him glaring? Is that possible? Melissa, where are you, turd? Summon the turd. Someone summon the turd. Turd, there you are. Turd. If there is footage of this guy looking through the window staring, turd, I need you to put it in whatever. Or Rabbit, anybody. Who else makes music in here? Anybody in here making music needs to have the guy looking through the window glaring in everything you make. And if we don't have footage of it, why the fuck not? Why did I even show up at this shit?
On it. I just want to let
One question,
Mothman.
please.
the public know.
One question. At the time of the voting for this audit,
Mm-hmm.
at the extra town meeting, wasn't it stated that the cost would be
Your real name is Turd Ferguson, and you'll never convince me otherwise.
200,000?
So enough.
I can,
That's correct.
I can
That is
answer,
correct.
I can provide
So people
detail on
voted
that.
at the time expecting that their dollars would be going
Dollars.
towards this up to $200,000.
That's correct.
Okay, so the part of the reason I'm sure that people voted yes and others voted no was based on the cost of the audit. And so
I like how all these pussy ass bitch ass men are scared and they don't feel safe. And then this chick is out here with fucking cancer. Just like, what do you want to talk about? She fucking rules, dude.
that part, I have a little trouble saying it should be changed. I do appreciate your position on the time frame, and I wonder if there's a way of at least bringing this one back to the town to
Dude, the glarer and the starer. You should call the song The Glarer. Or no, The Starer. Oh shit, that's kind of crazy. The glare, and then a guy is glaring. Oh, I get it now. You're a genius. You're a fucking genius, you little turd.
say, and quite frankly, I don't care if it goes longer.
Don't call me
As long
frankly.
as they do a good job.
Correct.
But
But
the amount of money stated to the town and the citizens, the taxpayers of the town, was $200,000. And
Committee's already said
Right.
they would consider more money if the bid was over.
They-
And we discussed that in this meeting, and Bob
What's
said
up, Megan
that-
Easton?
Those are
Vote me.
the finance
How are
We're
you
only
doing
talking
today?
Up here, please.
So if I can add some perspective on that, the finance committee said in
Darling, go make coffee, dude. You did it. You survived. Fucking A, dude.
November, and the finance committee said again in a January meeting that there would be ways of supplementing this if it turns out the 200,000 was not enough. So that was said multiple times.
Are they
There
gonna
might be
fight
ways
more?
to add
I'm gonna skip forward.
flat with a-
I'm gonna do a quick thing where I'm gonna scan forward and get to some good fighting. Because I do have to go soon, but I want to do some hurricane updates.
red solo cups. There's no policy and procedure in the world
Well,
that says bring a leaf blower.
oh,
to a
here we
murder
go.
scene. So what happened for the people watching at home or for the audience is that many things got added in. So it's now like a full financial audit, which things got added beyond the compliance aspect.
Kathy, what
I think it's time for you to go do your eyebrows for Andrew.
is it about the snow blower and the solo?
Excuse me, sir. My name is not Kathy.
Ms. Holly,
It's Kathleen.
Ms. Holly, will just the solo.
What the fuck did I just see? Miss Holly. He's acting like he doesn't know. Did he not watch the trial? Please tell me they play it for him.
Cup in this snowblower? What is it about that? It keeps coming up.
Can I do it on
I-
1.25?
It made us a national laughingstock.
How?
It's on their website.
Then if I have to explain that, then let's just move.
Wait, he really didn't? How? What? Wait, what?
Flat with the red Solo cups. There's no policy and procedure in the world that says bring a leaf blower to a murder scene. So
There isn't.
what happened for the people watching at home or for the audience is that many things got added in. So it's now like a full financial audit, which things got added beyond the compliance aspect.
Kathy, what is it about the snowblower and the solo?
Excuse me, sir. My name is not Kathy.
It'd be funny if he went ack. I'm sorry.
Ms. Holly.
It's Kathleen.
Ms. Holly. We'll just the solo cup and the snowblower. What is it about that? It keeps coming up at these meetings.
What, dude? Oh, what, dude? Okay, I'm awake. I'm awake now. I'm sorry. I slept all day. Thought I'd be more awake. Now I'm wide fucking awake. What did you just say, sir? Did he just ask why snowblowers and red Solo cups keep getting brought up at these meetings? Oh, I didn't realize. You're that fucking dumb, dude. Oh, my bad. I didn't know you were that fucking dumb. Does this guy live in the woods? Does he live in the woods? Does he hibernate and he just like popped out for a spell? Sir, did you just pop out for a spell to find out about what's been going on the last few years? I'm about to say some shit I've reserved for extreme situations on this channel. But fucking bless his heart, dude. Bless his heart if he really don't fucking know. And bless his heart if he's trying to gaslight. Cause shit's about to get fucking dumb.
It made us a national laughingstock.
How?
Then if I have to explain that, then let's just move on.
No, please do. Because quite frankly, you could also be looked as ingenious to collect evidence that was ready to melt
In beer
away.
cups.
So he did know? He thought it was fucking ingenious? What in the fucking cutting edge is this shit? Oh my God. You mean, oh my God, we got fucking science types over here. Oh my God. Sir, are you about to fucking cure cancer? Oh shit. You mean the labs over there? They ain't bothered with the COVIDs and the bats no more. The labs over there, they're fucking around with Solo cups. We fucking moved up, ladies and gentlemen. Our labs in Massachusetts? Oh, we got fucking leaf blowers now, bitch. We've integrated new science into our techniques and policies. Who is this guy? Is this just a fucking dude? Is this just some guy they picked up at the gas station? Like, be real with me. Was he loitering in a parking lot and they just made him come for the numbers? What is going on right now?
The blood of a fallen police officer collected in beer cups.
How is that a problem?
Because they're not sterile, because they don't have a top.
How is that a problem? We put cop blood in cups everywhere. The last 4 towns I lived in, we had cups of cop blood. Why are you pissed off at the cups of cop blood? You don't got no cop blood in a cup at your house? You don't got a cup full of cop blood at your house? This fucking guy.
Because they were put in a used Stop and Shop. I'm not, excuse me, sir, I'm still speaking. You can, excuse me if I speak while you're interrupting me. They were put in a used Stop and Shop bag that could have had like a ham juice in it or roast beef juice.
Did she just say my favorite word on earth? One word? Ham juice? Did she just... Is ham juice in the lexicon now? Because I will fucking shit diarrhea. Did she just say ham juice? Ham juice. It could have had ham juice in it. Exactly what I was thinking, hun. Exactly what I was thinking. First thing I thought of, ham juice. It must be ham juice. I'm going back.
You could also be looked as ingenious to collect evidence that was ready to melt
In beer
away.
cups. The blood of a fallen police officer collected
It's
in
just a
beer
little
cups.
beer and
How is
blood.
that
It
a
was going to mix
problem?
together
Those are
anyway.
not sterile because they don't have a top, because they were put in a used
Why
Stop
does it
and
have to
Shop.
be
I'm not,
sterile?
excuse me,
Why does it have to be sterile? Cheryl? Why we gotta have everything sterilized when we're at the hospital? Why can't you just put that dirty needle in my veins and shut the fuck up, bitch? Can't I just share a needle with my friends when we're fucking shooting black tar heroin? Give me some of that black tar. Reuse the needle. Who cares about sterility? This is fucking Canton.
sir, I'm still speaking. Excuse me if I speak while you're interrupting me. They were put in a used Stop and
Wow.
Shop bag that could have had like a ham juice in it
Ham
or
juice.
roast beef juice in it.
You know what? I'm going to give it a second. I'm going to let it sink in and decide, is this a good comment to make?
This is, I don't know why that's not understandable.
Because I'm not sure why it had to be sterile, number one.
You
It's
don't know why
DNA.
evidence would have to be collected in sterile containers?
It doesn't have to be.
You can cry on it. You could shit on it. You could rub dirt in it. Who cares? It's just a little cop blood.
Okay.
Because you're not getting a culture off of it. You're collecting DNA. And, if it
Does this man, what do you fucking know about culture? You look like Whitey Bulger.
is roast beef, they'll tell the difference between a cow and a human.
Okay.
They had a tough time doing that between a human hair and a dog hair on the back of a vehicle. But back to what we're discussing here, if I may.
Yo, did Bob go to sleep again? I think Bob's asleep.
The fee schedule. So, Mr. Chair, I would like you to explain number 5.
Wait, we're just easing out of that real quick. We're not gonna. Okay.
The
How about the
RFP
fees?
payment schedule and fee explanation regarding the negotiation of the fee, so that the community can understand how the fee negotiation, as described by town council, can work.
If we could come in less than 200,000, we could do that. If we're over 200,000, we can't sign a contract.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry for speaking out of order here. I will leave after I was. But in the previous meeting, you mentioned that the process for the RFP, where you'll get the proposals, you review all proposals, you'll narrow them down to your top 3 or whatever. Then once you pick those, or once you finalize somewhere in that process, then you look at the bids. If you limit down to however many you have, and then open the bids and they're all over 200,000, does the whole thing fall apart?
Yep.
I think that's.
Can I also
We
just
cannot,
ask
we
why
cannot,
that
please,
question
I'll answer this question.
Yeah.
It's staying up here, please.
Why are you allowing questions from men and not from women?
No interruption. 2 women, I immediately shut them down.
Why are men allowed to speak and women are not?
I'm amazed by that, because when I stood up, I was immediately told to stop talking. Yeah. And that went a completely different way. I'm just pointing that out.
Same with Randy Scollins.
Yep.
This is literally like if a guy walks into a room full of women and goes, "What do you want, your period?" That's what just happened.
Okay. I'm just pointing it out as an observation.
All right. Mr. Murphy, after this, please leave.
It's a very good observation.
What was the,
Could I get the answer first?
what was the question?
So I'm trying to.
So time.
And we'll get it
All right.
answered.
They want it.
I
Call me
know.
later.
I will get into that question
Okay,
because.
which ones are important that you think you still want to change? Do you have any that you think,
So back into Mr. Murphy's question, I think you should maybe even stay for this.
no,
You did reference at 2 prior meetings that we were using chapter 149, the designer statute,
No.
which is used for public buildings. They're on the TV, on public record. You could go back and look at them, where we couldn't go back and look at the price of the second one if we opened the first one. That was completely false information.
that's
We
not what I said.
gave the
That's
committee
not
the
what I
That is what he
said,
said.
and I've been doing this a long
misinformation.
time.
And you told us we had to shortlist it to 3. If we have 30 people, that
Yeah, I actually studied ham DNA. That's what I went to school for. C. Smith. In case anybody asks, I'm a ham DNA scientist.
Meet our highly advantageous criteria, we don't shortlist them. We have to interview.
I told you, dude, they're proud boys.
them.
I said it.
And we open up all of the prices. We're not.
I don't know what
just
you're
gonna open
talking
up one
about.
price and not go back.
These are just my normal eyebrows.
And then you didn't give us the right procedures, Bob.
Yes, I did.
It's
You didn't.
all on
You got the right
And-
procedures in November at the FinCom.
Excuse me, sir.
I've
I'm
given them
still
a
trying to
number of
speak here.
times since then.
So-
You don't listen.
So I sent this to you in an email. You couldn't even answer it yourself. You
Yeah, I
had
was-
to send it to Randy Scollins. Randy Scollins had to interpret what you meant to say and said, yeah, Bob is referencing the minor statute, but that's not at play here. We're referencing chapter 30B. So you don't even
Dude,
know
we
the right
should.
procurement rules on this type of procurement. And you advise the committee and the public and potential vendors in the wrong way.
You can eat smart
You're right,
stuff.
but let's move
And
on.
it's all
Which
on
other
video
ones
for
of these
everyone to
do you
look at.
still want to try to change?
Well,
Mhm.
you know, I
Say you're not
obviously-
going to make a motion on that one.
That's
So which
licking that
ones are
water
you gonna
bottle.
Make a motion on, and what are you going to want to change it to?
Okay, so
Rob, since this is a public meeting, we can publicly discuss the questions and answers. And it may be very educational for people watching who may want to know more about the process. So I applaud.
I'm asking him to see which one is the next one he wants to review
Mhm.
and what he wants to change it to. I don't understand what was wrong with that, but never mind. Go ahead, Dave. Which is the next one? I've lost track. of
And
where you
just
are.
to go on to the next one in regards to the timeline,
Mm-hmm.
you know, this vendor as well as another vendor came back and said a minimum of 12 months is more realistic. And I just want to show you that where town council and
Bob is
Randy
the
Scollins are
guy.
putting in
Bob is the guy whose gay son comes home with his boyfriend and he goes, I said he was your friend. I called him your friend. He's my boyfriend. I said friend. I said special friend. Like, that's Bob.
5 months, and multiple vendors are coming back and saying 12
Dear.
months. We have a
Exactly.
problem with the way we procure things in this town.
Mhm.
We're not doing it the right way.
It's a fucking cheese board at this point, Megan Easton. It is charcuterie.
And we're not allowing vendors enough time. We
It's
are
just
in
ham and
certain
cheese with these
procurements,
motherfuckers.
But we're not allowing it in this procurement, which raises a red flag. So
Go ahead. What is it?
Jesus.
You're already getting the feedback. The time frame's going to be too short for the scope. The money's not going to cover any good company. So why not just kick it back now, make the changes, then send it back out? Why are we wasting more?
Yeah, no, Daisy, same thing happened to me when I went to go get a hysterectomy. They said, are you 40 yet? And I said, no. They didn't say it like that. They said, are you 40 yet, hon? I was like, nope. You ever been married? Nope. What if you and your husband want to have a baby? Well, what if my ovaries keep wanting to make giant fucking cysts that explode inside of me? What about that? And they said, well, we think it's best if you wait. And then nobody else would do it in the state. Isn't that cool? Fucking annoying.
More time to send something out that we know is going to get kicked back.
Mhm.
It makes no sense. Makes no sense. The select board also offered their mitigation funds to cover any overages that we needed. It's on film. We can pull for that.
Yep.
Red Solo cups being an issue.
They
we have
rude.
other police stations publicly mocking us on their media. Publicly mocking us. It's an embarrassment.
Mhm.
And it's not safe. So you making a big issue and challenging him, you're an embarrassment and you're not safe for this town right now either. Conduct this as a meeting that is to conduct business, to get
Mhm.
the right turnaround, not the little backdoor turnaround that the select board is really hoping, not run the clock out so Helena Rafferty doesn't have to answer her for her golden parachute. Do it the right way. Stop fighting the company, like
Golden
crowd and the
parachutes?
public, and collaborate. You started to, and then you stopped again. That's why I'm here. I backed off for how long? Because you were collaborating.
No, yeah, same.
Tonight, you're off the kilter tonight. It's all over every media station.
I mean, it's crazy to think just like what was it 40, 50 years ago? Maybe even 30 or 40. You couldn't take out a credit card without your husband knowing. Had to have his name on it. It's fucked up, dude.
It's an embarrassment the way that you conducted this meeting.
It's an
Spoke
embarrassment.
to women and to men, but mostly to
Mhm.
the women of our community. And it's across the board. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We have one bid, it's already in.
Wait. No. Please speak.
Dude, I love
You have
Seattle
been
so
asked
much
to
more than
speak as
Texas.
well.
You're so lucky.
I was going to say that.
My question was really practical about.
Yeah,
the
fuck them, dude.
particular provision
Especially
that
where
is
you
out
live,
there.
Daisy.
And
Holy
so,
shit.
I mean, do you want to go, is it okay to go back to
It is?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the 70s. So what was that? Yeah, 50 years ago? Fucking wild, dude.
I mean, my
Crazy.
question is when you were debating about the all access that it is.
Oh, I like
easily
her. She's
permissible
chill.
will be provided if reasonably possible right at the bottom of the screen. My question originally was, I'd imagine that that will practically maybe cause issues as maybe an auditor is coming in and wants to see something
I'd be so
that
pissed.
the police, maybe for whatever reason, it might be practical, it might be, you know, something.
What's crazy is if they want to go get a vasectomy, we don't have to sign off on it. Also, if they want to make their fucking dicks hard as shit and spread their seed everywhere, we don't have to sign up on it. In fact, they don't even have to go to a doctor. They can literally order Blue Chew off a website. Fucking wild.
I don't know, nefarious, I have no idea, but there might be a reason why they don't want it to happen. My question was simply where it says provided if reasonably possible, who's making the determination what would be reasonably possible? Because I could see based on the debate that's happening today that some people would think something would be reasonably possible and other people would think something wouldn't be reasonably possible. So my question was simply, who will determine that? And if you maybe just foresee some of the issues that are going to arise, you could say something like, all information, all access that is legally permissible will be provided if reasonably possible, with debates about the reasonable possibility to be determined by, and then provide like who in the moment is going to make that decision. And so it was really just a practical issue on that particular provision that I didn't know if it would be helpful to start maybe fleshing some of that out now versus having to, I would imagine, potentially put an auditor in a very difficult position where they don't really now know what to do and potentially even put police officers in a difficult position. And so I thought maybe it'd be practical for the committee to work through that question and collaborate on how that might work in the future.
And
it
thank
doesn't
you for
look
that.
like that's something that's going to be possible given the tone of the meeting, but I was hoping that might have been possible.
And that's a great comment, Mr. Chair. One of our vendors they didn't really submit questions. They submitted feedback and elected not to move forward with submitting a bid based on a number of reasons. But one of the items they outlined is the access to records and establishing a mechanism for compliance. And what they ultimately went on to say is we need an oversight committee when critical documents, data, and information is obstructed or delayed. And we obviously know that's probably going to happen just based on the way the committee has developed. So there's going to be an oversight committee will have to be established to help enforce this. Who knows? There could be lawsuits to block it.
The language of the discussion is instead of kind of this combative thing, if we say, okay, we all anticipate that there are going to be these challenges. So how, when those happen, can we help the people that are in those positions? How can we help them problem solve in those moments? So maybe the tone of the meeting can shift from, because what I'm seeing, again, just a very peaceful observation, is that maybe this is just useless if every time it's going to kind of be predetermined where everyone is on the question. But maybe a more useful thing would be if we talk about if this is going to go forward in some capacity, which I think it is, for whatever amount of money, and I understand, I don't know the law, but I assume that you're correct on, it could be possible that this can't change now, maybe it's set in stone, maybe the finance committee can change it, I don't know, but let's assume it goes forward. Can we who else can problem solve but you? And so I guess I'm at a loss. If you all can't do it, then who's gonna do it? And so now we're putting our police officers in, or I don't know, maybe people that work at the police station. I don't even know who we're putting in the kind of line of fire here to have to make those decisions. It feels like maybe we could help them, because it sounds like there will be an audit in some capacity, right?
And that's a great point you make. So this other consultant does go on to recommend an independent process for reporting criminal activity, and they recommended appointing a special prosecutor with full investigative and prosecutorial authority based on the federal prosecutor model.
You know, David, I don't even think that's legally possible. I think the only person that can either hire or appoint a special prosecutor is the Attorney General of the Commonwealth or any district attorney of the Commonwealth. I don't think any private entity, any municipality, any police department can hire a special prosecutor. I don't think that's legal.
Well, the question comes down to, if I could, are we going to continue editing these, or do you want to go to the point where we withdraw the entire RFP at this point?
Start over, but.
You know, I don't think, I don't want to really go through this process again at the moment. We're 10 days away from final bids. Let's wait and see what happens. We don't know what's going to come in. We don't know what's in the envelopes. We know we that letter, return the letter back to that vendor, so we couldn't violate the procurement in case that's a really good qualified bidder. And Bob was refusing to even like help get this letter back. He wanted the vendor to send the FedEx pickup driver. I advised him, just put refused on the envelope, send it back, get rid of it, identify the tracking number, shred it or do something. Ask the guy to send the vendor to send a return label and just get that one that's incorrect back. And we didn't get a response from him. You know, he just wanted the vendor to send the FedEx truck to do a pickup like you would on a large purchase on like a washer or dryer that you bought online. When the FedEx driver is coming to this location every day, we could have easily wrote refused on it and handed it to him, and it would have been problem solved.
What you just said is absolutely wrong. I did not say last night that I was going to refuse them and throw them out. What I said was, I got another email from them stating that they were sending the new one with 2 price proposals. I did say, send me the information so we can send this back. In between that time, I had a number of emails, plus I'm working, and you think I'm going to answer to you in between all of this to keep you informed. Well, I'm not. In between that time, I did have them send a return envelope. The envelope has been affixed to it, and it has been returned as of this afternoon.
And
so we should have the new one in, probably, if it's not in today, by tomorrow. So that's already been done, but not the way you're saying it. You misquoted me. Exactly what I said last night, and that's not what I said. So and I'm taking a little umbrage at your memory because it's failing badly. I did not say that.
That's not true, sir. So you just provided an update, which you obviously said you didn't do because you were so busy. You made it a point to hire a secretary to do some of these duties. We're not even getting the emails that are going into the audit email address. They're just going to you, and I don't know if they're going to anyone else, but we're getting a small portion of them. I know of some emails that are not being forwarded, Bob.
Any email that goes to
aware of emails that you're not forwarding to the committee
is automatically sent out to all 4 of you.
That's
on everyone that I've got. Every single one.
That's not. And you just said you're too busy to even do it.
No, I said on that particular one, because that, you make it up as you go.
I'm just going off of your own words, Bob.
I'm done trying to argue with you.
May we continue, please?
Yes. You say in 10 days. What else do you want to change on these before we? You say you don't want to withdraw the RP. You want to continue?
I never moved to withdraw the offer. Do we have a motion?
No, we don't have a motion.
I don't.
That was a suggestion. I didn't know if that's something that you wanted to do. And you said, no, it's coming in on the 30th. Let's proceed. Is that, Kathleen, is that? Still your position?
Is there a motion about this?
No,
No?
there was
No?
not.
Then let's
That was
move
just
on.
a statement.
Okay.
I don't think we,
Could we just finish up here, please, without interruptions? I don't know myself, so if we could get moving on the questions and answers, then we could try to get this thing resolved.
And just to point out, one of the questions was the
How's it going? Dad had to go in the back and take care of something. How are you kids doing? I didn't pause it. I just disappeared very briefly. I had to go to the Moose Lodge. Okay. I almost shaved him. I thought about it. I stared in the mirror. Had a Royal Tenenbaums moment with myself. I said, should I really do this? I didn't do it. But listen, you're all fucking grounded. Have they fought yet with their fists?
The scope is ambiguous. You know, we tried to include specific details of specific cases, and we were precluded from including those specific details in an effort because it seems like you wanted to create an overly broad scope and said we couldn't do that. There's an ongoing investigation. There's other issues with certain cases out there.
Elaine, Umbridge.
There's other questions that vendors are asking about certain cases, and we couldn't put them.
Darlene, this is a great point. They have fucking everything else. They have a Duchess of Cambridge. They have Sir Bagel Boy II, but they don't have a fucking secretary
in that scope. So we would have had a more well-defined scope that would have helped to keep the cost down if we were able to add some of these specifics into the scope. Just moving down, I think the next one, a different vendor has submitted some questions in regards to the volume of evidence pieces stored in Canton. There's under 2,000 pieces. Will the town police department be contracting with any other firms for a smaller subset of tasks?
I know I resisted it, Darlene. I resisted. I hid the pen instead.
I think
Get
it's a
some
little bit
sleep,
below
Megan.
the 200,000 range.
It was really hard not to just put lipstick all over my face. I really thought about it.
Okay, so I think he emailed something different to you than what he sent to the committee.
I thought of writing John
I
G.
don't know
and
why
then you
that
know the
happened.
rest.
You were on the same email that all went out at the same time to the independent and then all BCC to the five of us. So nothing is
BCC.
different. Nobody got anything different.
Yes, we have an evidence audit annually in October from an
What?
outside independent contractor.
Port St. Lucie, should we skip to some hurricane coverage? See what's going on? Because we could do that. I do have to go soon, so how about we'll pop forward. We'll see if there's any fighting going on at all.
Manage.
Still sitting down.
That seems
No one's yelling.
two other cases that were ruled as suicide.
Oh, here we go again.
That many residents now feel a lack of confidence in
Okay.
that, given what happened.
Yeah, we'll go to it. We'll go to it in a
Sandra and
second.
her baby in their Canton murder that was initially ruled a suicide.
No, I was cleaning my forehead, getting rid of my daisy brows. I'm gonna call them that. They're daisy brows from now on. Yeah, it's a terrible fucking situation.
Appropriate. Change the name.
Ooh.
Bob, the name is incorrect on the document. Is that something that you think you would get changed?
We don't have enough information to say, are they under Canton? Is it in litigation? Is it a federal investigation? Is it under the district attorney?
I just have some-
Throwing all these names in right now.
Bob, would you, even just the one name that's listed, presently says Sarah Birchmore.
Oh, it should be changed. I agree with you.
Okay. Can we?
Change it
Can
to
we make a
Sandra.
vote to be sure that town resident, Canton, town resident, Sandra Birchmore, her name was not Sarah Birchmore? It was Sandra. Bob, do you
Appropriate.
think that you could make a motion right now to have her name changed on that document?
Yeah, that's a typo. That should be automatic.
Could you make a
All in
change?
favor?
Could you make the
Yeah.
motion,
Make a
Bob?
motion, please, to correct her
I
name.
make a motion to correct the name to her correct name,
Change it
Sandra
from
Berkman.
Sarah to Sandra?
That's her name,
Sandra.
Bob.
That's her
Yes.
name.
Yeah, that's
Sandra,
what I just
right.
said. That's confirmed. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5-0.
Oh my fucking God.
Who seconded the motion? You didn't have a second.
I did.
All of us.
Why is he laughing? What's so fucking
Take
funny?
1 minute, because I feel like this is really the time, and I've been standing here for a really long time. And I think that look that I just saw on the chair of the police audit's face is the moment where I can't sit down any longer. Her name's incorrect in this document. She was a Canton resident. She was pregnant. She was murdered in this town. And watching a town vote in a democratic way to audit the police, whatever that may be, wherever I might have fallen on that vote, actually doesn't matter. Because what I'm seeing here is a committee that was formed as a result of that vote not behave in a way that I think the majority of people wanted it to behave.
Yeah.
So I understand the different issues on there. And in fact, there may have been things that I've agreed with one side over the other. But the fact that a town voted for a committee to create
Oh,
an
shit.
audit, and that has now looks like this, it's not what I voted for.
Is that better?
I voted for a collaborative committee to work on this. And I'm not saying you need to agree on every detail, but when a woman who was murdered, his name is incorrect in a document that you're all looking at, to watch that smug look on your face, Bob, and laugh
Ooh.
after that correction was made, it gets me to my core to a point that it's hard to even speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to be sure that we understand that changing her name to be correct and adding the fact that she was pregnant is something that we can at least agree on.
Just a
Read
reminder, this
him the
document
filth.
was reviewed by Town Council, Mr.
Read him the
Stallings,
filth.
and the
Fuck
Chief of
them.
Police.
Mm.
So
Yes, they are.
move to amend
Yes, they are.
the question to add
Mm-hmm.
the unborn baby. I'm not sure if we know if the baby has a name, or at least I don't know off the top of my head. Craig Casey and John O'Keefe.
Officer John O'Keefe, but whatever.
Second.
What was it?
Fucking, they can
Little
barely.
discussion when
Sure.
John O'Keefe, this is the whole impetus of this. This wasn't bother anyone else. I mean, it's pretty obvious that this was what.
Well, we don't list that in the document once, so they're asking if there's anyone else. We're providing, we don't
Are
want
you
to be
kidding me?
ambiguous. We didn't
This
write
fucking guy.
anyone's name in the document. We were precluded from doing it. So we should include it.
This is the best explanation I've seen. Yes, Shiraz, that is exactly it. They don't even know that they've done wrong because it's so casual and normal for them to just be fucking pricks.
And the fact that you don't want to include it is troubling.
Holy
Well,
shit.
John O'Keefe is fine, but the other one, quite frankly, have no comment on because unfortunately I'm not aware of it. And that's a problem just to add it. So I can see your point with.
Oh, I don't know who this other dead guy is, so we can't add him. Oh, I don't know who this girl is, so we can't add. Who the fuck? First of all, face the people. Her too. Turn around. Why are they facing him? Why? When the people are talking, none of them turn around. Like, look at these people, for fuck's sake. I mean, at least Bob and this guy are looking at him. It fucking bothers me. But also, like, why did they think they're here? Because the reason they're here has directly everything to do with the people just named. So why are they acting like they don't know who the fuck these people are? Is this what they do? They just pretend like they don't know where they are? That is infuriating.
John O'Keefe, and certainly with the unborn baby, I think that is appropriate. But short of that, the other cases, I just can't say I'm going to do it because I'm not aware.
Well, just because you're uninformed
Get
about it,
aware.
we're informing you now
You
that there's
ignorant
another
ass.
I don't
case.
know your sources and what's going behind it, so
You
I'm
can
sorry,
look at-
David. But
I don't know.
beyond,
Your source, it was on the news, you fuckface.
Got your phone.
when I knew about the Sarah Birchmore case,
Sandra.
Pull out your phone and Google.
Did he just say I knew about the Sarah Birchmore case?
and I see your point with John O'Keefe, and certainly with the unborn baby, I think that is appropriate. But short of that, the other cases, I just can't say I'm going to do it because I'm not aware.
Well, just because you're uninformed about it, we're informing you now that there is another
But
case.
I don't know your sources and what's going behind it, so
you
I'm
can
sorry,
look-
David. But beyond,
Pull out your phone.
when I knew about the Sarah Birchmore case,
Pull out your phone and Google. Pull out your phone right now and Google
Didn't
Craig Casey,
say-
or perhaps
so the
It's not gonna pull
issue
up
was that she committed
the Canton
suicide.
Citizen article.
So we're gonna.
And it was,
I'm
you,
more-
you said
as I said-
Sarah again, it was
The
Sarah.
issue was that she committed suicide?
No, our public is never informed what's
I don't know
happening in
anything
our
about
town.
the case beyond the name you just mentioned.
Yet you're so sure that she committed suicide, but you know nothing about the case? Well, then maybe you should shut the fuck up, sir.
So from the standpoint, John O'Keefe and certainly the baby, fine with that.
She was murdered by a cop, by the way, if you guys don't know.
It's unfortunate that you
She was murdered by a cop who staged it to look like a suicide, and then other cops helped him. And his best friend and one of the other cops who helped was the brother of the people at the house who may have likely killed John O'Keefe in the Karen Reed case. They all helped cover up both. This was in a different police department. This was in Staunton. Also, not only did the guy kill her, but him and his twin brother pretty much passed her around their friends and used her and exploited her since she was a teenager. And I'm not talking about 17, 18. I'm talking like 15, 16. She was in a police explorers program and they molested her. And then people in the town didn't give a fuck about it. And then she got pregnant with the cop's baby. And then he killed her. And then a whole bunch of them covered it up. And one of the other cops who was involved, he also worked on the Karen Reed investigation. In fact, multiple ones did. So these all tie together because one was a fake suicide. Like they said it, they tried to make it look like suicide. It was not. It was a murder by cops who molested children. Multiple cops who molested children. And one killed her while she was pregnant, about to have the baby. She was very close. And this motherfucker can't even say her fucking name right. That's why the feds got involved, by the way. It was not a suicide.
you don't want to add other victims of murders in this town.
I am
And
hoping that it opens.
I don't know why you're having
I don't know
opposition
because I
toward
don't
it.
know who these people are.
It doesn't matter. You don't know you don't know who.
David, are you saying, and I
The
don't,
By the way, yes, Shiraz has been arrested. That cop was arrested finally years later. And in the middle of all this, if you're not following that, in the middle of all this, one of the few minorities who made it onto the state Massachusetts Police Academy squad to become a Mass State Trooper. There were very few minorities who make it. By the way, if you didn't know, it's like 97% white. One of them was bullied out. He was a black guy who had to learn to speak English. He came to this country and worked his way up to a position where he would make an excellent state trooper. and they fucking bullied the shit out of him until he left. And they failed him on a test that he actually had a second chance at after fucking him over and not teaching him well and hazing the fuck out of him. His best friend was a guy who worked in victim services and was an amazing officer, and everybody commended him and said he was the best. And I believe, from what I've been told, he may have been bullied for being gay. Or if he wasn't gay because they saw him as effeminate. This is some shit that I've been told by people who pay attention to the case and know people. Now, I don't necessarily know that that's true. Either way, they hazed the fuck out of him and they beat him to death. That was happening while the trial was over and people were starting to find out about Sandra Birchmore, and this guy's getting charged. So this is a whole bunch piling on this town. There's a lot of bodies piling up. And these guys have to pick out who they're going to pay to figure out why those bodies were piling up and why those cases were not made good by them. If that makes sense. And right now, old Bob and his fucking whites are pissed off about money and can't be bothered to learn the names because they're sure the police did a fucking smashing job and that everyone's just complaining because I don't know Hillary. I don't know their reason. They're fucking nuts. This one came from out of town ski to people what was going on because she's like, I have cancer, but I'm willing to fucking go out of my way to try to help because this is fucking embarrassing for the whole state. And this guy went to school, wore a suit, is educated, has no idea what he's stepping into. He's basically Ben from Parks and Rec, from what I can gather. He listens to Letters to Cleo and he enjoys it. And he's very confused why these old men are screaming at him because everything he's saying is pretty much right. And these are the type of guys who go, okay, sweetie, okay, with your little bird brains, go sit down over there. And women should be seen, not heard. And they just got the case of a little girl who got raped and groomed by police and then was murdered with a baby inside of her. They just got that girl's name wrong. And they don't see what the big fucking deal is, guys. God, you guys get offended at fucking everything. Holy shit.
I don't know anything about this individual. Are you saying he was murdered?
We don't know.
I don't know.
Well, you know,
That's an
unfortunately,
investigation.
and I.
Well, it doesn't say a murder. It says deaths and incidents that have given rise to concern.
Oh, that's another thing. Also, the cop killed her the day the cop's wife had a baby.
Is what this vendor is asking. And it's our job to provide appropriate answers, not just sweep it under the rug. These are things of concern that need to be addressed.
So what are the names?
John O'Keefe, Craig Casey, Sandra Birchmore, and the unborn baby.
While I don't know who they are, I will say that if they're the concerns of other citizens,
I have no problem.
I don't have a problem with it.
You know, to get back to Kathleen, you referenced a body left on the side of the road in 95. First of all, I'm assuming state highway, it was not a Canton investigation. It was no doubt a state police investigation. And I can tell you from my experience over the years, having done a considerable amount of highway patrol earlier in my career, that the route from Boston to Providence was used, and unfortunately still is to this day, as a dumping ground from somebody either killed.
Literally, the United States of whatever. Let me know if you know that.
In Boston or Providence, and the perpetrators traversing the state highway. And in spite of the fact that that body might have been found in Canton, I don't think it's a Canton. I'm not even sure of which body you're referencing because unfortunately, it happens too frequently. But
the fact that we're debating dead bodies and people's names is very troubling. I don't understand the opposition to it.
David, we don't have the opposition.
We didn't have the opposition.
I'm telling you, we don't have.
We just agreed to the four names. He's only pointing out, as you have articulated your point of view, that a lot of the names or bodies that you have mentioned may have nothing to do with Canton. They just happen to drop them in the highway in the town of Canton, but it's a state investigation. That
the 3 names that he mentioned
were all in the town.
And I just said, and we said we don't.
We
And-
said we
and
don't
the
have any
Canton
problem
police
with
are the
them. We
first
don't
responders.
have
We're
any
gonna go through
problem
this
with them.
again, please.
Okay.
We're discussing and we said we don't have a problem with it. Now,
Finally, you said you didn't have a problem for the last 10 minutes.
Sir,
You've been saying
so
you
we
had a
have been
problem with
going,
it.
no, we're going through the process. Now, several people have already been forced to leave. But the-
Oh, wait a second. No, I don't want members of the committee threatening to throw people out.
I'm
It's
not.
bad enough that the chairman does
I am
that.
pointing out, so I'm trying to get this done. Several people have been forced to
You
leave.
don't have the authority to
I'm
make
not going to
anybody
make-
leave. Well, you seem to think that you
No,
have the authority. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll add that there was a woman who was found in the park across from Dunkin' Donuts on Neponset Street. What year was that? And I forget her name. That she supposedly shot herself several times in a suicide. And now Canton residents say, oh, women
What's her
don't
name?
tend, I can't, what, doesn't,
Do we have a
Okay.
name? So we'll add her to the list.
yeah. But the point being,
No,
we're seeking,
we'll add her to the
we're
list.
seeking
if
to
we can get
restore.
Okay. At what point in an audit committee meeting do we just start listing all the dead people who were probably murdered by cops? Because in Canton, it's about an hour and 50 minutes in. I would say if you have more than one, that's a problem. And let me just say something real quick. Whoever brought this up, it could, I know it just came to that through casual conversation with these guys, but whoever triggered this, I have to go back and watch it again. We're not going to do that right now because we've come so far. It would feel like forever. Whoever triggered, let's go back and let's talk about who these people are and name their names. Great fucking move, dude. If this was a court, genius, because what they're doing is they're getting it on the record that we've listed these people and their circumstance. So these fucking smarmy fucks can never again say they didn't know, they weren't told, they weren't informed. And by listing it, it makes the room seem smaller. It almost sucks the air out of the room. You know what I mean? Because one person is already too much and they can doubt that. They can go, well, I don't know. We don't know who killed John O'Keefe. We got to wait for the trial, right? Two people. Sandra, Sarah, what's a face? You know? They're starting to slip. They know her fucking name. They can't be bothered to fucking actually say it correctly because they don't want to say it. Forcing them to learn it and say it on the record is fucking brilliant, right? But every time they're making them list a person in a circumstance, they are opening the dialogue and opening these guys up to a response. And that's what's genius about it. Because if they weren't forced to speak publicly by the citizens in their town, and if their feet weren't held to the fire, we wouldn't get to hear how they really feel. Let me pop myself up for this little speech. How they really feel. You see what I mean? By forcing them to go through name after circumstance, whether they like it or not, it sucks the air out of the room and it just shows how bad this situation is. And whether they acknowledge it or have any shame at all, they are embarrassed. They might actually not feel embarrassed, but they are being embarrassing. And it is embarrassing that they are sitting there hearing this and still denying it. And it is embarrassing that they don't know her name. They think they're doing a power move. It's shameful and it's embarrassing. They don't have to feel it for it to be that way. It's kind of like when a pervert like Stephen Stearns or some guy like Rex is put on camera and they have to sit there and hear someone read their charges, or a Koberger or an Allen. They're not allowed to fucking say anything. They have to sit there and they have to hear it. And the longer we hear it and the more names we hear and the more circumstances we hear, they don't have to feel embarrassment for all of us to feel it for them. And when you feel embarrassment for someone else, that's cringe. That's what the kids call cringe. I finally get it. This is fucking Bob is cringe, you guys. No cat, Bob's cringe. No, I'm serious. This is like, whether they like it or not, they're being embarrassed. They're being publicly embarrassed right now, and they fucking should be, and they need it. Because I guarantee you a few people are going to see this who do have a little power. A couple of dads whose kids go to school with other kids who are trying to get into a country club know Bob, and they're going to go, Bob, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You know, my son wants to be on the police force. Like, make no mistake, this shit is embarrassing, whether he'll admit it or not. He's probably going to have a series of mild strokes from this if Rita and the rest of these people keep doing this. And if that's what it takes to get Bob to shut the fuck up or say a bitch's name right, that's what's going to have to happen. The stress level needs to fucking rise. And when I say a bitch, I say that with love. I'm saying that about Rita. I'm saying that about Kathleen, about me, about every victim, everyone who's a woman. Say a bitch's name right. Acknowledge a bitch. Talk to a bitch. Because here's the thing. When you're in front of Bob, you can't just be a normal woman. You have to be a bitch. Because they pull it out of you. They pull it out of you. They will not hear you until you get the bitch switch flipped on. You got to flick that switch, and then Bob's going to hear you. I bet you $1 million fucking dollars this guy's not coming back. He's not coming back. Once he's out, he's out. It's probably going to be soon, too. They're just, either they know and they're purposefully hiding it and are genuinely ignorant. Those are the two options. They're either hiding it on purpose or they're ignorant. If they're hiding it on purpose, it's going to come out. If they're genuinely ignorant, bless their fucking heart, they're about to find out how many bodies they got to fucking audit. And they're probably going to leave soon. Like, I hope they leave soon. There's no fucking way they survive this shit. And by that, I mean, there's no way this town. Chris Albert and these guys aren't going to be able to go to a fucking Costco without getting fucking reamed by Rita's brigade, dude. And God bless her and God bless everyone who's out there fucking giving them hell. They're going to keep giving them hell after this. Dude, we're about to see a bunch of say her name shirts and they fucking need it. Learn it, brothers, because we're fucking coming.
Sure.
But women don't tend to kill themselves violently. They tend to overdose.
That is true. Statistically, you're absolutely correct.
And if you are going to kill yourself with a gun, one of the reports said that she had shot herself several times. Yeah, no, that's not how you kill yourself.
So we can add that, and let's just get it for transparency. Let's get all the names out there. Are there any others? Because this is our only opportunity.
Why is this our only opportunity?
Well, because we're going through the process now.
Yeah, I
to
don't
add
think
to this the
The vendors need the answers.
right.
soon.
But I don't think that
Sponsors are
would
doing
limit
10
wouldn't
days.
limit them to that. If they find like, oh, and here's another, that they could certainly according.
So what are the lists now?
Do you want to?
I don't have the name of
List?
that woman.
Jane Doe that died in the Fernham Common State Park in 2019 by her parents.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so those all can be added. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I don't care if it shows up in the meeting minutes, Shiraz. It's on fucking YouTube. And what happens after it's on YouTube? It's going to be on TikTok.
John O'Keefe, Craig Casey, Sandra Birchmore's unborn baby.
And the Jane Doe who was found dead in the park on Neponset Street and
And the Dunkin' Donuts?
across from the Dunkin' Donuts.
Across from the Dunkin'. So that was the same case?
Yeah.
Okay. That was the gunshot supposedly suicide.
Yeah.
Allison, can you get me those names first thing in the morning? Change? Okay. If it's voted.
Off
So
of the
we do
Ponce
have a
Street,
motion and second,
across from
right?
Dunkin' Donuts. It has no name. The old airport, the old Canton airport.
At the state park.
Yeah.
Shiraz, that will not stop this generation from making TikToks about it and fucking calling this man all night ordering him pizzas.
Get the name of it.
2019, okay.
Fafo is fuck around, find out, Daisy.
That, I don't, yeah, I'm not sure we're adding him. It turns out he was, from Lynn, I think they, I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
Why does he keep coughing during the
The
names?
Republican
Fucking
told
prick.
us out that we will be able to get her name, but we don't have it now.
Have we voted this yet?
All right.
It's
so-
been moved and seconded.
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5-0. Next one.
Can you please provide a detailed number of investigations that have occurred or in the process currently related to the death of residents in the RFP and their status? Please include the name. Please include the time period of those cases since the dates reporting now through. So I think we're back to at least 2018.
Mhm.
And then the answer referenced the 2 deaths are either in litigation or being investigated by outside agencies. The town does not have access to additional information. So we obviously pointed out 4 cases and we went back to 2018. So we ended up with an answer from the town that didn't really satisfy the vendor's question. So 2018, I move that we include 2018 to current.
Which one?
But
are we looking
hold
at?
on a
Yeah,
minute,
which
because
one are we
I believe
looking
our RFP goes back
Yeah, it goes, we cited it.
25 years on
at?
this.
Yeah, so going back 25 years.
Please
Doesn't
excuse
that
me.
cover it?
25 years to review.
Right,
would be the
isn't
answer
that
on
what
that
we
one.
agreed upon? I thought that was for, not on everything, but.
But we don't have a detailed number of them within that 25 years. You know, what we were provided by Town Council Randy Scollins and the chief was 2 deaths. We just don't know the number.
but they're
So we can't
allowed
rely
to.
on 2 deaths that are being provided by these individuals. It's just not factually correct.
Could it, I mean, it's, if they took out the and just said 2 deaths are either in litigation or being investigated by outside agencies, that would make that, it would make it seem less like they're just limiting it to that. What do you think?
Take out the,
Because in the prior question we answered, we gave the names.
well, I think it's important, if we get the answer of these 4 individuals that we just specified, that's going to probably give the town some comfort in healing and help control the cost to some degree.
Take then, remove as.
Are they literally just going through, like, I'm sitting here listening, like, where are we going with this? I'm really, like, annoyed. Like, what is they're just listing deaths now? Like, I get it. But as they're doing it, they're like, should we put just list them? I want them to do it, but this is kind of disrespect. Like, right? Like, sitting around, like, should we put save the editing for later? Acknowledge these people. I thought these people were web sleuths. What are they doing? Why are they in charge of this if they don't even know who died?
Holly said
Fuck my face.
Capitalize two and remove the.
I tell you, one death that is not currently being litigated is the baby of Sandra Birchmore. The feds have not decided as to whether to charge him yet for that particular crime. They very well might.
Charge the baby? Wait.
That would not be.
Oh, charge
included
him
in
for the
number
baby.
two.
Oh, Jesus.
So I make a motion that
Is he advocating for Farwell? This is disgusting.
strike the and capitalize the T
Yeah.
of the true, and that.
Why are we doing this? Why are we?
Strike in that number 2 up on the screen. If you strike under the answer, strike the, and just say 2 deaths are either in litigation or being investigated, and the town does not have access to additional information.
All the questions and answers were cut and pasted.
Okay.
Okay. Skipping forward. I'm getting disgusted.
All right. So we have a second. Since that was in their question, I don't think we would correct their question. So are we going to vote on it?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Voting. We have a.
All we're doing is taking out that. Is that
We have a thing called voting, Bob. It's when we all vote.
my understanding?
What? Yeah, just take out the. And that was.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0.
Okay, we can move on.
Oh, they finally agree on something. Take out the.
When typing up the minutes, should I be correcting any typos or grammatical errors?
Yes, please.
Yeah, if you can give me a live updated document by tomorrow morning, because we have.
Yeah,
the
it's
public
5-0, C. Smith.
tomorrow,
Get it right. What the
and I have
fuck,
to
C.
get
Smith?
Back to Mr. Scollins for distribution. So
Finally, not a 3-2 or a 2-3. Fucking
Wait, just
finally,
to
we
jump
got
ahead a
5-0.
little bit for the sake of time.
Yes, please. Fuck.
Let's move on to page 4, halfway down the page. The Canton Police Department evidence inventory is audited annually.
I said I'd never do this, and now I remember why.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was the answer. Does the police department utilize third parties?
Okay. I'm
sorry,
going to look
just,
for the other video.
trying to get to the right question here.
I'm going to look for another video.
Questionnaire.
This
I need a
one,
fucking palate cleanser, you guys. And then I gotta go. Then I gotta go soon.
was
Thinking about
EIDE,
Jameson and
I
Ginger.
believe was the name of the company.
Okay.
EIDE Bailey.
Where is it? Where is it?
ED Bailey, yes.
Okay. And what number after the EIDE Bailey?
Let's see, mine is not numbered.
Is that it? What
Don't have
systems?
it.
So it's on page 4.
5 up from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Is that the Canton Police Department evidence? Is that the one you're talking about?
Does the police department utilize third parties to provide evidence service? If yes, please provide the description.
Shit. That's so loud. Hold on. Fucking Canton. I don't know if you guys heard that. Here we go. I just need this now. I just need this. I just need this real bad.
You might want to. Take a
We're
look.
trying to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that. I think if you click the up arrow next to this, Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
We're
a
trying
look.
to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it.
Prepared to go forward.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Not a cat. His look.
I can see that.
Look at him when he says, "I'm not a cat." Watch him.
I can
Live. I'm not a cat.
He's like, "You sure about that?" Okay.
I can see that. I think if you click the up arrow next to the
So good. Gentlemen. Oh, what is this? Zoom fails? Uh-oh. All right, here's what we're gonna. Should we watch Zoom fails? What do you guys? I want to go do hurricane coverage, but I need a fucking palate cleanser. You know what I'm thinking? Let's stop sharing this. Let me pull out. Okay, let's do this. I got a good one. I think. Let me pull this out real quick. Let me pop this out here. Oh, there's a good one. We'll do this. We'll do a little bit of this. Here we go, kids. Here we go, kids. Here we go. All right. Let's do this.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes.
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Okay.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000, you yo-ho.
It's not you.
Logging into my court with that as your screen name.
Why
We'll
would that?
discuss that in a little bit. What kind of idiot logs into court like that? What's your name again?
Nathaniel Saxton, sir, but I don't believe that I typed anything like that in.
Well, that's what it says.
Why?
We'll
I
discuss
apologize.
that in a bit.
That should not be.
Yeah, you should. I'll put you in the waiting room. You can sit in limbo for a while and think about what you call yourself online. Mr. Gross.
Very funny. Very funny. Oops. Oops. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You guys asked for it. I got it for you. Yep. I got it for you. Buttfucker 3000 is very ambitious. Here we go. Oh, wait. That is going to get us demonetized. That is not the one. Not the one. Hold on one second. You guys wanted this. I'm trying to find it. Here we go. Where is it? I know you guys like this one. Is this it? I think this is it. Let me make sure. No. How did we lose this? It should be. Oh. Well, there you go. Don't worry, kids. It'll be worth it. It'll all be worth it. Just give Dad one moment. Oh, come on. Did they suspend his account? How can... What? Wait, there it is. There we go. Here we go, kids. Here we go.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
I just debrow, Revit. I can just blink and it goes away.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. The cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating
So
the
good.
cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat.
Eat the cat. All right. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I wanted to do some hurricane coverage. It's 5:30 in New Mexico, and I'm driving to go see all the hot air balloons, and I needed that because I'm so tired. Breezy. Hot air balloons have rules. Will you take pictures and send them to us or post them in Discord? Because I want to see them. I want to see them so bad. Okay, let's do this. I feel like, should we finish this fucking meeting? It is so boring. Let me see if any fights happen. Let me just scroll forward. Any fights? Any good fights? No. No. Uh-oh. Something's happening there. Oh, something about a cover letter. They're fighting over a cover letter. Bob has to read. He's pissed. Okay. Okay. It is getting a little okay. There's like 10 or 11 minutes of something. If you haven't seen the Kiffness jam on this, yeah, I did see it, but that's the one that I was like, I can't play that or I'll get struck. You know what I mean? Like, for real, I think I will because it looks fucking sick, dude. Yeah, I can't do it. I've already seen it, but Aunt Deb covered it. I'm covering the one before it that Aunt Deb references a lot. And also, I just cannot handle it. Like, I'm so pissed. Okay, we're going to see. Let's see the last 10 minutes. It looks like there might be a fight happening. Let's see what happens.
30 years of experience has not
Love you,
submitted
C. Smith.
one
Love you.
company to the distribution list.
Yeah, can't risk it.
For the RFP.
Can't risk it.
I have provided several companies to the distribution list. I keep asking Bob, where's the list of companies? Mr. Kelly, I believe, has referred to that made it on to the distribution list, but it doesn't appear that those were ever emailed. So I don't know about the contact that took place
Okay,
beforehand.
I can't watch these fucking old Hoogans fight over an email. It's pissing me off. I can't do it. I can't do it, dude. Yeah, I can't do it. It's fucking pissing me off. I really hate it. It looks like, let's see what's going on with the hurricane. Let's see what's going on. All right. WFLA now. All right, let's see what's going on. And I love you guys. I'm going to fade out on hurricane coverage. I'm going to fade out on hurricane coverage, okay? God bless. You're all the best. Here we go.
Repair. The trop has been a focal point for first responders as well. The field was actually transformed into a temporary housing structure for first responders, and there were up to 10,000 cots that lined the field. No one had
It
to
sounded like she said 10,000 cocks. I'm not going to lie. That's what it sounded like.
evacuate, but there was security
10,000 cocks surrounded the field.
on site. But we'll find out a bit more on that later today. As you also mentioned,
Yo, Laura, I don't know if I can handle another one of those, but your Aunt Deb will.
massive crane came toppling down in
Oh,
downtown
good.
St.
Everything's fine.
Petersburg. That
Oh, it's
condo
nice.
construction crane, no match for those hurricane force winds. No one injured
Goodbye,
in that
Ziggy.
situation.
Goodbye.
But Pinellas County,
Yep.
very much a disaster zone. Access to the
Oh,
county
hell yeah.
shut down completely about an hour ago. The sheriff making that announcement,
Can't wait to
saying
see
that
him. I'll
there's
go look.
too many
I
power lines.
apologize to you guys if I haven't gotten back to you via email or through Discord. To be honest, I have had a fucking killer headache the past few days. It's been real like moldy and it's been like hard to like breathe, and I've been sleeping a lot.
That are down. The roads are flooded and they are just not safe. They're also checking in on the water systems in St. Pete,
Okay, so
Gulfport,
it seems
and Wheelman.
good.
At this
Everything's
point,
back
we
to
understand
green.
that there's no water or
Darlene's
sewer
alive?
in those cities.
Yes,
So
dude.
a water main break to blame for the
All
water
right.
outage in St.
Someone
Pete.
did leave a
A
crane
boil
out.
water
That was
notice
fucked
in
up.
effect as well. We'll have much more. St. Pete having a news conference at 10 a.m. So we will
Okay.
carry that live as well. Reporting live in St. Pete, Lenny Sue Paul, 8 on your side.
Thanks, Lenny.
All right, Lenny, just incredible
Who's
to see
this
those
fucking
images
nerd?
coming out of
No, I'm
St. Pete.
just-
Thank you. Going to give you a look here at the road conditions in Manatee
Okay.
County.
Oh,
This
shit.
is our crews. We're driving around there this morning. You can see a large tree down
Dude,
there.
you know what, Rabbit? I'm so glad you're back, dude. And I feel you. Dad had to go to Vegas and take a break. You know? And I'm just super glad to have you back. I'm glad you're running around the house with the wrench, just thwacking the kids in the knees for no reason. Love you to death. Is it? Not Oz. But I am going to go to Starbucks. Very cool vibe tonight. I love you kids. Listen, I'm fucking dipping. You're the best. It's time for a Polish goodbye. Don't ever let anybody treat you badly or tell them your dad's going to fucking break their knees.